I have me my bowl of spaghetti.
Hmm.
Yeah, made some last night for Valentine's Day with me and the missus.
Oh, nice, nice.
It's a classic. I mean, it's a little cliche, but I mean, hey, it's good.
No.
Especially when,
Hey, it doesn't
especially
matter
when you
how
mix
you
in a little
spend it, as long
Parmesan.
as you spend it together, right?
Yeah.
Or something like that.
So,
Bit mudded from the Monster Hunter Wilds beta. Is it still going or did it end already? I would assume it
uh,
ended already if you're saying that.
I want to say I think they're planning on doing a second one before it comes out. Is what I remember hearing. There
Oh,
was like,
I think this is the second one.
ah, then yeah, because isn't it coming out like Tuesday or something? I want to say like I think the 18th was supposed to be, or the 7th. Yeah, 17th or 18th or something like that.
That's when it releases?
What I remember hearing, but I could be
Oh.
wrong.
Oh, I thought it was like, I thought it was later in the month. To be fair, I've got dates mixed up so much, so that's on me for not fully keeping up with it. But yeah,
Oh,
I'm very interested in
no,
it,
I'm
but I just
sorry.
I just
I
thought it
was.
wasn't coming out this soon.
Oh, no, sorry. I'm super mistaken. It's the 28th. Maybe that was when. Maybe they were doing a beta test or something? I don't know.
Mhm.
I might lurk
Yeah,
even
I,
more
I
in this
know I
unless Mr. K is okay with it any longer. I might start spouting rhetoric insulting this game and Larry in as much as I think.
Don't touch
I.
that dial now. We're just getting
I mean,
started.
different strokes for different folks. I just.
yeah.
I will just say I guess I'm just a little caught off guard at just how passionate your disdain for this game is, apparently.
You know, this
Despite
with
many.
this being the first Baldur's Gate I've played, I can't really and I play it on controller. I can't really offer any real input on that one.
I mean, the only real difference. I mean, it's a CRPG. Only real difference for the most part, which also thank you for the follow, Piranha. Before I forget, I mean the only real difference is like, I mean the original two Baldur's Gates played off of I think it was like 3.5, or maybe it was just
Mm.
third edition. Uh, and which I've played a smidgen of the original Baldur's Gate. Actually, I played it co-op with a buddy of mine. We went through like the very early parts of it.
Yeah.
Honestly, it doesn't play too incredibly differently from this one. I mean, just from what I can vaguely remember. I mean, I also played a little bit of Planescape, which is another. It's another D&D game that's set in like 3.5, but that takes place in Planescape, which is basically like D&D but in like the multiverse. And when I say multiverse, not like in like as in like the planes, like the elemental
Oh,
planes, the outer planes, the inner planes.
I get it. The multiverse as it pertains to D&D. I got
Correct.
you.
Yeah.
Also, DM, I did see what you sent me. That does look really good, and that is what I was thinking of. I did see it before. It looks really good. DM's done some custom work on a pistol. I can't quite remember what kind it is, but it looks really good.
I will just say I'm not a big expert on on CRPGs, which is what this is. The kind of game is typically referred to as, the C standing for computer, like because that's these kinds of games used to only be playable on computers, back in like the
Oh.
90s and stuff. Hi, Stitch.
I kind of wanted to ask, but I didn't want to look like I know even less about this than I already do.
Yeah,
Hey,
CRPG.
Stitch, good to see you in the chat.
Yeah, a CRPG, it stands for computer RPG, which isn't any RPG on a computer or C, but no, because CRPG in this particular instance, like, there's a certain connotation to it. There are certain, like, so the fact that this is like a somewhat isometric, well, less for you because you're playing on a controller, but like point and click, style, you know, like there's a very particular mechanical aesthetic, as well as certain other, you know, uh, like I said, the fact that this is generally isometric, you know, we move the camera around with WASD, and we, you know, click around, you know, point and click, all that kind of, you know, sort of thing. And, you know, and that, yes, it is an RPG. I mean, I'm sure there are other nuances. There are certain other nuances as well that I'm sure are escaping me at the moment. But like that's like kind of the big differentiator, is the point and click / isometric, you know, kind of camera style. Is like one of the main differences between that and, like, say, you know, another like RPG like Dragon Age, let's just say, you know, like, whereas that's like, you know, third person action kind of thing.
I get that. Yeah, DM says, what kind is it? The heck, Lace, it's a 1911. It's literally popular and in production for over 100 years. See, the thing is, like, the design etched on it is, how do I say it? Like, it looks good, but like when it comes to just identifying weapons, I've got to just see the basic version of it. Like no modifications, no ornamentation. I've got to see like the basic version to just be like, oh, that's a this, or that's a that. And that's not saying, you know, I'll accept that was just a slow on the draw moment for me, but it does look good. If I would have guessed, I would have ended up guessing wrong. Like what I was thinking would have been wrong anyway. So I'm glad I didn't say it.
Point and click works for games like Full Throttle, yeah, I mean, the term point and click comes from those old adventure games. You know, that's where, like, literally point and click adventures, literally where the term point and click comes from. I think it works perfectly fine for this, you know, but
yeah,
different strokes for different folks. I mean, heck, I that's one of my, honestly, depending on what kind of a vibe you're going for. Like, say, for another example, the game Disco Elysium is another CRPG. Also works like, you know, point and click and all that other stuff. Oh my goodness, phenomenal game. And honestly, I feel like that also works pretty well for, especially with how stylized Disco Elysium is. Like, the camera's a lot more fixed in that type of game than, say, here in, like, the camera style in Disco Elysium is a lot more fixed. The angle that you're looking at generally doesn't move too much. You know, you can adjust it slightly, but for the most part, it's kind of like in classic RE1, for example. You know how there's like the fixed camera angles? Well, it's a lot like that, except, you know, it like, well, imagine imagine like how we're looking at Baldur's Gate right now, but if the camera didn't ever rotate, you know, and like we, you know, and like, yeah, so we look at everything from a very certain specific viewpoint. And honestly, I think that works for it very well, because with how hyper stylized it is, like, everything looks like an oil painting, basically. Like a really old oil painting. You know, like one that's kind of worn a bit with time.
Yeah.
I think that works really well because, oh boy, if we were able to rotate the camera around and see everything from, like, pretty much like 360-degree angle, it would have been cool, but the amount of extra work that they would have had to put in for all of the environmental designs, just, oh goodness gracious, it's almost quite literally a miracle that game was released and was as good as it was.
You know, it's funny you say that. I saw, I will go out of my way to find it again and share it in the channel Discord, but I saw a video that broke down how Resident Evil basically kind of tricked us into seeing the world that they wanted us to see.
Mm-hmm.
Largely, it was, I mean, we were playing in a 3D space, but with a JPEG superimposed over it.
Yeah.
For the most part.
No, yeah, I mean, that's how they were, like you said, that's how they were able to get away with making that game work. With how, for the time, the original Resident Evil was a very high-resolution game for its time.
For its time, yeah.
And the reason they were able to get away with it, like you said, 3D World was literally just a bunch of Like the walls and stuff were basically just big flat, just walls and floors, and they would just throw on a really fancy looking PNG. Like
Yeah.
I said, and because the camera angles were all in very fixed positions, you'd only be able to see them from specific angles. So they just built around the fact that you're only going to look at this specific room from this and this, this and this angle.
And saying that, I understand why it was such a big. I mean, now I understand why it was such a big deal that things were fully 3D rendered in Code Veronica. Because I remember thinking, like, they talked about it all over the place, and I'm like, man, all the games have been in 3D. Is this really that big a deal? But now that I understand the underlying process, like, yeah, it kind of was.
Yeah, no, like everything, like it was all individual. Yeah, no, yeah, it was all individual. All the environments and stuff were all individual 3D objects placed in there, not just a bunch of cubes and spheres with textures on them that made them look like they were, more intricate than they were.
Exactly. DM says the remake of Resident Evil is also just pre-rendered backgrounds, and it was awesome. Yes.
Oh yeah.
It was just as impressive how they pulled that off, especially for the time. Like, it still holds up exceptionally well today.
Oh yeah, RE1 remake is, just chef's kiss. It's such a, it's such a phenomenal game. Honestly, if it weren't for the fact that the RE2 remake exists, it probably would be my favorite Resident Evil.
Right? And hey, Blader, I did see you. You said you were gonna mod Dragon Age Origins, and happy late Valentine's Day to you and everyone in the chat. I did say it yesterday, but like very briefly as I started DJing, and then I just shut up and played music.
Yeah, I did pop in briefly, but I didn't say anything at the time. I had stuff going on, but I was lurking.
I only realized maybe an hour ago, and I apologize to everyone for this. I bought like 3 or 4 new songs, and I forgot to play them all last night.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Every single one of them, I forgot.
You'll have a chance to do it later.
In my defense, though, like just in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, these are the new ones. I'm definitely gonna play these. But then in the middle of the week, I was just kind of listening to the library. I was letting stuff play, and as things popped up that caught my attention, things that as big as the library is, I can't say I've heard everything. And I heard a couple of things that I was like, oh, this is really good. I don't remember this, or I never heard this before. Let me try to make sure I play this. So I played things I already had, but had never played before. But the stuff I bought brand new specifically to play, I forgot. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. But yeah, no, a very merry Lovesmiths to everybody. And
Indeed.
yearly reminder, as I stated on social media the other day. Just remember, Valentine's Day is about love in all of its forms, not just romance. So remember, whether that's your family, your friends, your chosen family, or even your neighbors, or possibly even coworkers. Remember, there are people in your life that love you, and I'm sure that you love them too. Or even, heck, even yourself. Because today is about just all love, not just romance. Because
She's not watching right now. Aki, I love you. Somebody's like, where's that clip button? Where's that clip button? It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, for real though. Just remember that.
Indeed.
Alright, speaking of love.
So, we are... Actually, no, we're not in the Underdark anymore. Wait, no, we are.
Yeah, we are.
The-
We're here with a bunch of freaky fish guys.
Oh, I thought we...
No, we just got to them. You're thinking of the other one.
Sessions mixed up again. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's the Kuatoa. So the funny
Wait,
thing.
did you say clip on it? Oh lord.
So the funny thing about Kuatoa is
That's what they're called?
yeah, yeah. If you hover over them, Kuatoa. Yeah. So the funny thing about them specifically is they're they're kind of like Warhammer orcs in the sense where if they believe in something fervently enough, and there's like enough of them, they can sort of create their own deities.
Wow. So they can will stuff into existence. That's
Correct.
that can be kind of scary, actually.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're not particularly. They're not. As far as D&D creatures go, they themselves aren't the most imposing. But
Fish, right?
quick, so
I've been calling it the fish raven the other session. So
do 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 do.
will they be alerted if I take this horn shell? You right? My shells.
Yes. Take the shells. Sell them later. All right. Well, what do I have equipped right now? In case I've got my ring. Well, you technically are the most charismatic of the bunch. Why don't you go ahead and go talk to him? You're good at lying.
I can try. Yep.
Thank you, DM.
Pardon me, gentlemen. I don't mean to butt in on your rave here.
Our blood to fill your oceans. Oh, blessed
Did
Boal.
they sacrifice one of their own
Our
to
bones to build your temple in the
it's one of
deep.
those
A
kind
wave
of
of pure devotion washes over you, and with every surge, you feel
Hey,
a
I don't hear any of the
growing
audio leaking through, so
response.
whatever we did worked.
I turned down the voice audio. Yeah, it's one of those
These beings are Kuatoa.
it's one of those
Mind flayer slaves that manifest their gods through sheer belief.
red caps.
Oh yeah.
You, our Lord of Murder,
Oh yeah.
demands
Also, I forgot to mention just about
sacrifice.
just
You
about
will be an offering
just about
of
anything
the
that's psychic
great
in D&D
God
was probably
Boal.
formerly enslaved by the mind flayers at one point or another.
Ooh. Let's see.
Yeah, no, I mean 3 and 4. There's no penalties for doing either of them.
I probably won't pass an Arcana check, but maybe I can do investigation.
I mean, odds are you'll have a chance to do both, probably. Also, hey Maz, how you doing? Oh, actually, before I forget,
Continuing to be lewd in Baldur's Gate. I've actually been rather tame in this. Oh, really? I've actually been rather tame in this one.
I forgot. There you go. Just throw a little shot of Marooney for Stitch. It's probably not that
I'll
big of
roll.
a deal.
Hello, sweetheart.
Oh man, I rolled even lower the second time. Thanks. Great. Well, whatever. It's fine.
It's fine.
Well-placed. Boal wants a sacrifice. For our life's blood.
Blood, you want I can make another one.
What's that then? What you got for blessed Boal?
Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling too good. Hopefully you feel better soon, Maz.
Persuasion. I have only one life, but I can kill many more in your name.
Ooh,
I mean, he's a total fake, so.
well, I mean, yes and no. So, okay. What was it? So apparently this being is called Bual, which I forget. I think maybe the Arcana or one of those checks I think would have told you if you had passed. They think that this might be some weird bastardization of Baal, which is which is I think he's the god of murder.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah, he's a
Well.
so this is basically the Fishman knockoff Baal, which would explain why he would appear as a red cap, considering how murderous those things are.
I'll try persuasion. This does not seem to be a very good day for rolls for me. We'll see. I have to roll a 20 on this. Wow, that's no good.
Not quite. Should have. Oh man, I should have probably given you guidance before having you talk to them. Whoopsie.
Don't worry. Rest
That's
of the
fine.
world will know me soon enough. But you first.
Oh well.
Blood! Pour out demands
Guess we're murdering the
blood.
freaky fishmen.
Yep, yes we are. Oh dear.
Oh, well, luckily for us.
Actually, can I just take him out? Yeah, I'm gonna try to take him out first. Oh wait, I turned my back on them, so they.
Give me a second.
I can't do that without. I put myself in a really bad spot. Then.
Under their
Don't worry,
noses.
give me a second here. Rage! No. There we go.
Can I attack him now?
Oh, damn! Nice crit.
My acid surge. And I get a second one, right? Yeah.
Let's see. Ah. Wait, actually.
And I got pole arm clap out too, right? No. That's yes, but I can't use it. That's fine.
No, let's go ahead.
Obviously running into danger. Well, you know, my whole idea was just get him and not the fish people, but I forgot, like, if you turn your back on enemies, then that gives them an opportunity. Hey, Jam Solid Snake, good to see you in the chat, man. How you feeling today?
Cloud of daggers.
Ah, nice.
Go. I'm gonna climb up here so I can give myself a bit of a height advantage.
Hey, happy birthday, man.
Hey,
What's
Merry
your name?
Birthsmiths. Go.
I hope it's a good birthday for you. You're learning. Yeah, that is important to note too. Like, for as far into this, like, this still technically is my first playthrough of this game. Like, I mean, I'm kind of running this and the campaign with DM at the same time, so they're both technically first playthroughs. And we're not too far. Our two campaigns are not too far off from each other, so, you know.
Dead.
This is about as far as I've been. Like, we didn't go much further than this, so I'm still, you know, I still don't know what's coming next. Or what may potentially come next.
Here we go. Good job.
Oh, wait, no, I didn't know it was going to make me attack. Alright, that's fine.
Struck with melee
We
attack.
did remember to do it on the boat. I
Oh,
don't remember that?
shit.
Without it right in front of me, it is hard to remember what exactly is going on. Wow, he just did a lot of damage to me.
I mean, he is a minor murder god. It's fine. Don't worry. We've got the bear. Get him! Ah! Made you
Ah,
drop your
dropped
weapon.
his weapon. Nice.
Made you drop your stupid crap, moron.
Oh, that part I do remember, DM. I do remember that because I didn't exactly intend to blow them up, but
Ha.
like I wanted to set the barrel down, not throw it. And it did not work. It did not work. Down he goes. Oh, they're frightened now.
Because we just killed their god. Oh, careful. Mind the cloud of daggers.
Oh, I didn't realize that would work against me too. Here, let me get out.
AoEs work on everybody, Lace, unless they explicitly tell you they don't.
Let's see. Yeah, I learned.
Yeah, no, it's... it's like that. Yeah, no, D&D, there's a reason why Fireball is such a meme spell. There's the... I didn't ask how big the room is. I said I cast Fireball.
So it just hits everyone. I get it.
In older editions of D&D, actually, if you used it in a more confined space, it would go outward, actually, like a real explosion.
Mm.
So, like, for example, if you had, like, say, like a 10-foot wide hallway, and it was, like, say, like 100 feet long, let's just say, and you threw a fireball right in the middle, well, yeah, no, it would project out further based on how confined.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Alright, nobody's standing in it anymore. Shit, I don't think this is going our way. Quick! Quick, Gale! So you self-destruct!
You know, that's right. He could, but that would take us all out.
Yeah, no.
That's okay. Casual murder is part of the playthrough. Too bad they were innocent, though. Yeah. Yeah. And I think it was because I already knew that I didn't want to attack them. But you know, now that I remember, like even with the way things went in that campaign, they still didn't seem to, how do I say it? Like, it was, I guess, a win, but not much of a win, since they just were didn't they start like worshiping us instead or something?
You picked the wrong fight.
You know, they're all, oh, we're gonna raise an army and, you know, get blood sacrifices for, you know, whatever. And then we took out their fake god, and they're like, cool, now you're our guy. We'll we'll worship your god and raise a army to make blood sacrifice. I'm like, okay, so you guys really are just committed to the bit here. It doesn't matter who you worship,
Correct.
as long as you get to, you know, create an army and have blood sacrifices. Like, cool.
Exactly,
Gotcha.
yes. That's how they work.
All right, I'll bullshit the bullshitter. Yes, you did. You know, hey, I respect them for at least being consistent. I mean, it's disturbing, but I respect it.
Ah! Oh my god, that still works on them too. That's hilarious.
Never underestimate the power of a bard talking out his ass. Well said.
I mean, what is frickin' Road to El Dorado if not a bard and a rogue lying their way through an entire campaign?
Nice. No damage to voice act.
Oh, hang on, wait. Let me attack first.
Oh, bad day for that guy. Real bad day for that guy.
There we go.
Let me get in on that. I can't attack him. Oh wait, no, don't end turn. I still have a polearm clout.
There we go.
And they became kings while doing it. You know, there was an anime I saw some years ago that was kind of the same thing.
Bitch.
Heavy object. You know, two guys in a this was like a fictional country or whatever. Like two guys in the military who were generally slackers. They were looking for a place to slack off. Okay, they were reassigned to some remote spot as punishment for being slackers. And even there, they were trying to find some place to slack off, and accidentally discovered that the enemy country was about to ambush them from wherever they were, whatever spot they found to slack off. So they kind of accidentally themselves into being heroes. Let's see. Is this guy still alive? No, he is very not
Jimmy
alive.
on the go.
We switch to...
There's one guy left. He's up here.
Where? Oh, move a little bit closer. And
Oh
I
wait,
will
no.
try to
Sorry, he's over here.
Cry about it.
Oh damn, nice shot, Carla.
The only other thing I'd love to watch it again to maybe have a better understanding of it, but the only other thing I remember is their commander was really hot. And it's like she knew it and knew how to apply it every so often, but mostly hated it being
May the gods take you first.
hated attention being drawn to it.
Got him.
Nice. I think it was less that the commander didn't like people acknowledging her beauty, and I think it was more like
What's hiding here?
a lot of people treated her like she only had the position she was in because she was attractive, or I think was like some high-ranking guy's daughter, something like that. But TLDR, the commander was hot, they were slackers, and accidental heroes.
It's been a long
Several
day.
times over.
I need to
The
rest
harder they
soon.
tried to slack off, the more they accidentally did good things.
You know what this reminds me of?
Come on.
Reminds me of from frickin' Whitest Kids You Know. That frickin' bit they did, the Civil War on drugs. Yeah, basically the premise is the main characters are a couple of guys who what was it?
Don't mind
They
me
were-
reading the place value.
They were a couple of Southerners during the Civil War, and they wind up learning about
Where to?
from their friend Bob. They wind up learning about weed, and they think it's super awesome.
Hello.
And then the Civil War breaks out, and the two guys think that the war is about weed being illegal or something, because what was it? Due to a misunderstanding, and so they wind up joining. They accidentally wind up joining the. They wind up joining the Union side, if I remember correctly. And because they think that the Confederacy wants to ban weed.
Wow.
And they wind up helping win the Civil War, mostly just by failing forward. Like, they're trying to just stay
Falling
alive,
upwards.
but they keep doing stuff that accidentally keeps them alive by sheer accident. And eventually, they wind up winning the Civil War by helping them win a major battle by luring them. They basically lure them into into a weed field. And they wind up lighting the whole thing up, and the Confederates get so damn high they can't fight anymore.
On it.
There was an episode of Samurai Champloo that kind of did the same thing. They had to cross a checkpoint, but the magistrate of the checkpoint was so bloodthirsty, he accidentally executed a guy that the shogunate wanted alive. And when he realized that, he was just like, oh crap, I gotta figure out some way out of this. Since the group of heroes certainly didn't have whatever credentials they needed to cross legally, they were going to be put to death. And then the whole story's told from the perspective of the checkpoint's
Something over
record
there.
keeper years later after he retired. And he's talking about how he kept perfect records except for one day.
Mhm.
he the records keeper came up with the idea of having Mugen, the more roguish guy of the group, having Mugen deliver the head of the guy that, you know, they just took some other random prisoner and they were going to deliver his head, I guess as proof of whatever I'm forgetting the details, but delivering that head was going to bail them out, and they made a deal. They said, hey, if you do this job for us, then you get to live, and we'll let you go through the checkpoint. In the process of trying to I can't get on there. In the process of trying to
Oh shit.
This place
Oh,
is
no!
hungry for blood.
Well, there goes Karlak.
Oh no, where is she? Can we bring her back?
Of course we can.
Okay, yeah.
1 second.
In the process of trying to deliver the head, Mugen discovers these monks pretending to be Tengu out in the forest, they were growing a huge field of marijuana and plotting a revolution. Well, they also sent the records keeper along with him to make sure that he wouldn't just run away and abandon his friends, quote unquote friends. They didn't intend to stop the revolution, but it was also one of those things where it's like, well, we're never going to get out of here unless we fight our way out. So they set fire to the storehouse they were being kept in to get free, and then proceeded to, well, Mugen being Mugen, proceeded to start fighting his way out. The fire spread to the fields. He's ready for a fight, and he's looking at the guy, and the guy just starts distorting. Like the whole scene just got really psychedelic. The part that had me rolling was when he goes charging at the guy, sword in hand, and then he just rockets off into space.
Yeah. Nice.
I didn't get it the first time. You know, I was younger, dumber. I didn't get it the first time, and I watched it again, and I was like, wow, he is so high, he is literally in space right now. And in the end, everyone had a party, I guess, and the head was the guest of honor? Question mark.
Where are all the resurrection scrolls?
Oh wait, I think I have.
You've got 9 of them.
Oh yeah, here I'll.
I have any?
Share the.
No, I don't. Okay.
Split item. Now give to you. There you go. Samurai Champloo, that's a classic. Yes, it was really good.
I mean, lock.
Hmm?
Are we too close?
Here, let me move out of the way. You know, I remember the English voice for Fu, Kari Walgren. I was playing the Dead or Alive volleyball game, the second one, because I don't think the first one had English voices. Yeah, I was playing the second one, and random line that oh, where'd everybody go?
I went back to
What
camp.
path
Let's
lies
see.
before me?
Oh, okay.
Don't mind me.
There was a random line that Kasumi said just in the middle of a match, and I connected the dots at that moment. Like it was the vocal inflection that I just pictured. I just imagined her going, "You guys are a bunch of jerks," and I'm like, "Holy crap!" Kari Walgren voices Kasumi.
Looking for Withers. I might need him to res. I might need, because she fell off the cliff. And this thing.
Uh-oh.
Withers, where are you? Come on, where are you, Bones Malone? Magic mirror.
You know, I actually had for the PSO2 people here. I actually had the same thing happen with Folly. There was when I finally beat the duel, and I was watching the cutscene at the end. I think it was when she says, "How marvelous," and it was the vocal inflection that I was like, "Holy crap, that's Melissa Fon. That's the voice of Neptune."
I shall be here
You
in my
did clip it,
camp
oh, Lord.
for whenever thou hast need of my services.
Well, I didn't say anything that's not untrue, and nothing that I wouldn't tell her to her face.
Be assured, it is not by choice. There are many answers to
I just
that
imagined she
question.
would laugh at me, and
None
that
correct.
would sting.
No.
Oh, ow.
Thou walkest alone.
Oh, I am
On
super,
all
super
these,
low on health.
love is
I didn't
no
realize I was that
domain of
low.
mine.
Let me fix that,
But
like, now.
it is often cited as, and thus
Hey, Withers, I want.
fate spit. Dost thou require a new ally?
Yes, a resurrection.
Oh, then thou must return. This is the price of balance. Well,
Let's see, some
counted.
extra motivation.
Gale and Will approve of me.
And dusk
Approve of
I
me
strike
resurrecting
thy
Karlak.
name from the archives.
I would hope so.
Rise.
Wait, there she goes. She just, her, like, soul thing just disappeared.
Yep. There we go. She's back.
Like, will it put you guys
Soldier?
right back where you were when you come back, or no?
Probably.
Alright, in that case, I'm gonna jump back across so I'm not in the way. So I don't think there'd be enough room for all of us there. Alright, there we
Alright.
go. I'll get all the way back on safe ground. Hey, thanks for the alert, DM. No problem, no problem.
We love you, DM. Alright. Oh,
At the ready.
Gale, real quick. Recast the long sword. There we go. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Speaking of voice actors, I random factoid that I'm so amused by. It was an anime like 20 something years ago, Lucky Star. It was funny. It was a certain type of funny, but funny enough. Anyways, at the time, very prominent voice actress who kind
Still
of seemed to
breathing,
go insane later.
despite
Anyways,
everything.
a very prominent voice actress voiced one of the more popular characters of the show.
That'll fit in my pack.
In one episode, she's cosplaying and does an impression of a main character from a different show, who that voice actress just so happened to also voice. So it was a perfect impression of her. I don't know if it was pure coincidence or if it was fully intended, but the English voice actress for the character in Lucky Star also happened to be the English voice actress for the character from the other show.
It was
So when
probably
it came time to do that scene, again, it was just a perfect impression.
it was probably a happy accident, but one that we
I imagine
appreciate
that probably was
nonetheless.
the case, but if they did it on purpose, my hat's off to them.
Need to find a way forward.
That is some 4D chess thinking right there that I don't think, especially back in that day, I don't think would have probably been happening.
Well, I know that actress also. She had also been directing a lot of. She'd been directing a lot of dubs as well. So I would think perhaps she did have a hand in that. In which case,
Oh, they
you know-
probably realized. They're like, oh hey, we can get, yeah. There's a very strong possibility that they realized, but I don't. Just getting this voice actress to do this one specific joke that
yeah,
I assume probably isn't even in the first episode. It's probably like a season or so in.
yeah, that was like well into it.
Yeah, no, there's no way that they like. I think when they were getting around to it, they're like, oh my god, this is,
Yeah.
there's no way that they.
So I love that they did that. If it was pure coincidence, then just my hat's off to them.
Oh, hey, quick question. So what was on Boo All? You looted his corpse, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, he didn't. I don't remember him having anything of note.
I remember I got
He had what's that called? A fossilized shell, and I think that was it. I don't remember him having anything of note.
Fair enough.
I've got some trap disarm toolkits if you want. I can't use them, so.
Go. Yeah, sure. Just toss them my way. All right. Well, the freaky fish guys have been. Oh wait, almost forgot down here.
The fish rave is now
over. Look, someone drew a fish guy in the mud.
Sorry, folks. Burning Mackerel has been canceled.
Burning Mackerel Festival. Let's go.
I applaud your taste.
Go.
That's curious.
What's curious?
Oh, there's a jug. Message in a bottle.
And a fishing rod. Can I...
And fish.
Dad, sorry I stopped writing. We ran out of paper on the road. I got this from the druids. Maybe that's why they're so mad at us. I hope this can find you. Zevlor says you got lost and that our old house is gone. But I read a book that says all rivers find their way into the Styx. When you get it, you can write me back in Baldur's Gate. Or maybe come visit. I'll write again when I can get more paper. Signed, Donnie.
Oh. This kid thinking that if he throws a message in a bottle, it'll end up.
It'll find its way to him. I was gonna say, I don't think it went where he thought it would go.
Unless he's talking about the actual Styx, meaning hell.
Oh.
Because the river Styx is actually a thing in D&D.
Yeah. But it's not connected to the Underdark.
No.
What's that?
This isn't going to explode, right? No, it's just a dirt bomb.
Oh, yeah. No, we must have passed a survival check.
Yeah.
What do we got? Let's see. Bottle. It's just a bunch of miscellaneous.
Oh.
Low value loot.
Wasn't there something of note over here? Something to read. It's called The Ecstasy of Murder. Once Baal's favor has quickened with one of his beloved murderers, the bliss of his love is nigh indescribable, for he blesses his loyal with a new sensation, a mindless, instinctual, primal sensation that comes from within the bowels, an erotic spasm. Okay, an erotic spasm that washes over the killer in the moment of murder. It is said that in that instant, his divine essence can almost be tasted. Forsake all other hedonisms, acolytes, for nothing can compare. Until the true ecstasies of murder wash over you. Initiates, this scroll contains a prayer. You may say after a kill, calling for the Lord's disgrace to find its course in your body. Wow, that's crazy.
That's something you just picked up?
Yeah, this is why you don't pick up weird scripture in a giant cave full of, like, murderous fish people that you just murdered.
Hey, well, we can sell it for
And
money.
yet nothing washed over me. Frankly, I think I got the short end of this stick.
Well, it says it's worth 14 gold.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I mean, most written things are worth a not insignificant chunk of change. Most of them are worth around.
Slaughtered all the fish people in not one erotic spasm.
Well, it's 'cause
not
we didn't-
even a quiver.
That's because we didn't say the prayer.
Oh. Well. Guess we truly are missing out today.
Alas, we'll have to get our murder-gasm somewhere else. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like a freaking parody metal album name.
Right.
Murder-gasm. Or like some 90s garage band. Hello, we are Murdergasm. We're here to rock the house.
That's great. I love it. Kind of reminds me of the Japanese band Porno Graffiti. They're very good, by the way. Like funny name aside, they're actually really good. They're a really good band. I haven't heard very much by them, but every song I've heard, I was just like, man, these guys are actually really good.
Come on, Wojtek. There we go. Hold up. Wait. Back it up.
Hmm? Oh, the exploding thing. Oh, man, I'm so glad you saw that. I completely forgot about those. And I'd rather not get exploded again.
Yeah.
At least not this time. Let's see. Where to from here? Is this safe? Oh, it's a dead end.
Oh, you should probably take a healing potion.
Oh yeah, I took a few earlier, but yeah, I can heal up a little bit more.
Got your
Just to be
second win
honest.
still?
Oh wait, that's right. Yes, I do.
There
Oh, wow,
we go.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's a D10 plus your fighter level.
Nice. That was way more effective than a healing spell or healing
There's tunnels
potion.
everywhere. Who would dig these?
Nature failed. What?
And why here?
Oh, never mind. You got it. I was about to blow that up too.
Oh yeah.
Nobody's getting attacked. Nobody's getting hit by exploding mushrooms tonight.
Exactly.
Shroom ring.
However, comma, if that is how you prefer to
Was hoping for
spend
a treat.
your Saturday nights, then I'm not going to be the one to rain on your parade.
Look, it's a Fey circle, like the one at
Yep.
Auntie Ethel's place.
Uh-oh.
Means it's a teleporting, but it doesn't seem to be on.
It's out of Fey juice.
Oh, hey, there's a dead guy.
Dead Drow.
You should go
Quite a
talk to him.
pounding too.
Let's see. Am I wearing the? I don't think I'm wearing the. Hang on, let me switch.
Yeah, you are. You're wearing it right now.
Oh, I am. Okay, cool. Then I need to. Recast Speak with the Dead. I'll have to switch to.
Oh, hang on. This guy's got a journal. Here. Wait,
I got it.
Alright.
Rise and tell me your story, sir.
Rise!
The
Rise!
corpse regards you lifelessly.
What happened to you is probably a good one.
Yeah, what happened is probably.
Through backpack. Too light. Fell.
Oh. How did throwing your backpack make you fall?
Mushrooms. Disappear. Guessed wrong.
What?
Disappearing mushrooms. You have any allies in the
Works alone. Better that way.
I have the lad now. Lad says pet.
House Vandry. Far Scout. Searching.
you searching for?
To surface.
The spell's power wanes.
No further questions,
can
Your Honor.
ask
Please
no
return
more
to
questions.
the afterlife.
Everyone say hello to the lad.
Hello, lad.
He is here now. He is in my lap. I am petting. Alright, let's see.
One favor, one faithful servant. That is all I summon. No more and no less than Malice Duerden had ever had. Or indeed the mother of lusts herself. The... how do I say that word?
Yoklo?
Oh, the Yoklo.
The Yoklo.
Ah, the Yoklo was quite a sight in all its forms. I'd read of its foul odor, but I found it intoxicating, like rosewater. So it smashed a few artifacts, hissed at a master. The Archmage should have revered me for such a conjuring. Instead, he threatened to curse me, to make me a Drider. Yet my time will come. Soon, I will return to... oh, that word.
Menzoberranzan.
Menzoberranzan. I like that. And
Sorcery.
Oh, sorcery. Oh, okay. Then the Archmage will worship me. I will be served. It sounds like you got served, all right.
The lad wishes to brush on the microphone. He wishes to greet you all and give you ASMR.
You know, I feel like there is a market for cat ASMR.
He's just sniffing the mic
Better take
right
a
now.
closer look.
But no, so few tidbits of information. So Malice Duerden, she was mother of the very famous Drizzt Duerden, the famous Drow Ranger of Forgotten Realms lore.
Oh,
he was the OG. He was the quote unquote good Drow back when being a Drow automatically meant you were evil.
oh wow.
Because, old school, Tolkien-esque, fix my mic. There we go.
I get it.
Whenever he rubs against the mic, he always moves the pop filter around. But yeah, anyway, Malice Duerden was his mother. If I had to guess, so the one faithful servant, all I've summoned no more and less than Malice. I'm gonna say, okay, if I'm remembering correctly, but I believe that talking about her specifically, what I think he might be referring to, unless I'm forgetting something else, but at one point, so the main thing with Drizzt is, he grew up among the Drow. Eventually, he was like, man, I really don't like this. Because he basically grew up with some sense of ethics, you know? And at one point, he got caught. If I remember correctly, at one point, he would try to sneakily do, like, he would usually try to avoid doing particularly heinous shit, when he could, but he got one of his siblings, I think it was, caught him enough times, and eventually ratted him out, and he got chased out of the Underdark. But one thing of particular note is Drizzt's father, actually, which was the husband of Malice. He also was actually kind of chill, but he also just didn't have the nerve to stand up to, the awful Drow society. Like, basically he just kept his head down and just did what was told of him.
Yeah.
What was it? He ended up helping him get out, and when his mother found out about that, she killed him.
Oh, jeez.
Drizzt's dad. And eventually, when it was found out that Drizzt was still alive and up on the surface, she ended up reanimating her dead husband, former dead husband, her dead former husband. But not just like a regular zombie. She was able to reanimate him in such a way that he had a certain amount of his consciousness back. This was not your usual raised dead here, because Drizzt's dad was known as legitimately one of the best fighters in all of the Menzoberranzan. And so she brought him back and gave him enough of his consciousness that he would still be a really fucking good fighter. And she's like, "Aight, head over, find him, find Drist and kill him. And yeah, and if I'm guessing that might be what this note is referencing to when she brought back she summoned her dead husband back to kill their son.
And kill him.
Yeah. What winds up happening in the story, he does find him, and they do end up fighting. And what was it? Driss does. What was it? Driss does manage to sort of get through to his dad. However, his dad can't exactly stop.
Oh, okay.
But he gets enough consciousness back. He's able to end up throwing the fight, and yeah, what was it? They were fighting over a pit of acid, actually, and yeah, basically his dad has enough of his consciousness back that he's like, okay, before I potentially lose control again, he winds up, if I remember correctly, I think he flings himself into the acid. And basically is just like, hey, I'm proud of you. You were able to get out, and I never was. Keep doing you, son. This is it. This is it for me. That sort of thing, from what I can recall.
Yeah.
God, this was like 10 years. This was like almost 10 years ago. I read those books, but yeah, no, it was pretty neat.
I don't know why that reminded me of it. Have you ever played? Have you ever specifically played the Castlevania Lords of Shadow series? It's only 2 games, or 2 mainline games.
Castlevania, what it was?
Lords of Shadow.
That's the one where you play as Dracula, right?
Yeah, and the second one.
No. The only Castlevania games I've played are a couple of the little bits of the original ones. And
okay.
What was it? A couple of the GBA ones. So
this one's a separate canon from the others.
Yeah, because the whole Dracula thing.
Yeah. At the end of the second one, spoiler alert, but it's been like 10 something years since. Spoiler alert for anybody. At the end of the second one, you wind up fighting Satan. Like, he turned out to be the big mastermind behind everything. Dracula fights Satan. And trying to get in his head, he turns himself into Alucard. And he's taunting him at one point. Like, Dracula's got him on the back foot. Like, he literally has the upper hand. He's ready to deliver the finishing blow. And he transforms himself into Alucard and goes, can you? He was trying to pretend to be him throughout the fight, but once again he's putting on the act, and he's just like, can you do it? Can you kill your own son? And Dracula just drives his sword right into his chest, gets like right in his face, and goes, "You don't know me very well, do you?" And I'm like, yeah, I don't. You picked the wrong guy to try that move again.
Oh boy.
Obvious context for anyone that doesn't know. Gabriel Belmont in Lords of Shadow, Gabriel Belmont is tricked into becoming Dracula. Then his son, I forget what his son's name was. His son then comes to try to defeat him, and he ends up failing, and he ends up so as not to just completely kill his son, he turns him into a vampire as well. He turns him into Alucard. But, fact remains, he did kill his son. So, someone trying to use that as a possible mind game against him really ain't gonna do it.
So, have you figured out what how the Drow died?
The fake
mushroom. Yeah.
Ouch. What a way to go. Well, the Underdark is friend to no one, except the people that live, the creatures that live there. But even then, friend to no one. Having said that, and I'm pretty sure I don't need to say this, but having said that, official Lace Channel stance, don't just go wandering around the Underdark just because you can.
These boots have seen everything.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should. In fact, in many cases, you should.
as we all know, the Underdark is fantasy Australia. Everything can and will kill you there.
Right down to the giant spiders.
Ah, I can't get up there. Can't jump high
Where?
enough.
Onto the this?
Yeah, onto the mushrooms. I literally can't.
Wait, where? Oh, you're with Wojtek. Okay, I'm
No,
sorry.
my character can't jump high enough. Ooh.
Oh.
Hey, look! It's another one of those face circles.
Should I? Uh-oh. Are we gonna be okay if we? Well, I guess we're doing it already. Are we going to be okay?
We've turned on. We turned it back on.
Oh, this okay. No, that's. Oh, okay. So that's a shortcut up there if we need to.
Yep.
Phew.
Cool.
Look at that.
Oh, an invisible wall. An illusory wall.
Another illusion. Is anything real down here?
It's another one.
Another one.
Shiny
And
things.
another one gone, and another one gone. Another illusion bites the dust. Hey, it doesn't flow that well, but another illusion bites the dust.
Where's this one gonna send us?
Let's find out. Got cat hair all over my monitor now. The lad
Overgrowth.
climbing up on my
what is
desk.
this? Where are we now?
We appear to be, well, we're near the surface. There's sunlight coming in. So we're not in the Underdark, which is usually a good place to be. There's chickens and pork.
Huh.
And a cleaver.
We could sell that.
The cleaver? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
If we couldn't, they wouldn't
Yeah.
let us use it.
I got it. I picked it up. Whoever lives here is gonna come back and be like, "Hey, where's my meat? Where's my cleaver?" Sorry.
Oh, hold on. Where is... Moment. Wait a minute. Look, it's another one of those doors. Like Auntie Ethel.
Oh.
Except
Oh.
this one appears to actually...
Can we damage it or? Nope, that didn't do anything.
medium toughness. Wait, try hitting it with your cleave or with your halberd. Maybe slashing it'll work.
No, medium toughness, 0 damage. Is there a key anywhere or some sort of
No one stopped me yet.
No, even my... God damn, even with my boosted attack, still not enough. Yeah, no, I get the feeling, I don't... I get the feeling that perhaps we're not meant to go through here. What I mean is, we might need to come back later.
At the ready.
Alright.
Wait a minute, unless I have one other idea.
Lovely day this.
Thought has occurred to me now. I have Gale with us. Don't I have... Do I have the knock spell?
what spell?
Knock. It's a spell that lets you magically open doors.
By knocking. No, that makes sense. And I gotta say, sometimes I admire the sheer practicality of some of the spells. Like whether it's just the name or whether it's what it does. Like a lot of times it's like as advertised. Like I mean I'm using this as an example, but I don't know if it's like actually a thing. Like create water. It literally is what it says. Hey Snip, good to see you in the chat. How you feeling today?
What'd it do, Snip?
Oh hey, I borrowed your Chongju earlier to do the Gunsmoke Yada thing, the boss battle. And she came in very, very handy. Thank you for that.
Fusion. Mention Sleet Storm. Not have not.
Good, doing trigger quests right now. Nice. I need to be doing those, and I eventually I will, but yeah, I'm just dragging my feet on it. I haven't found any kind of switch or anything anywhere. That is a dead entangled raven. Or is that a crow?
Quite ready for you.
No, that's a raven. Crows have orange beaks.
Something we said.
Yeah, I'm trying to make more of an active effort to not only unlock the higher level supply missions. I've dragged my feet on those for too long, but I'm also trying to gear up some of the characters that I won't say I've neglected, but I just haven't put as much time or effort into. Especially because I know that they will be very useful later. Ooh, I can see through the door. See through it, but I can't go through it.
I apparently don't have knock spell with game.
Lace, how could you forget your dolls? No, I was following some of the advice, some of the early advice where they're just like, you know, focus on like 4 or 5 to build. Don't try to build everybody because that's just too much of a resource drain. So, you know, I focused on a main team for now. But now that they're almost done, now I can start to kind of plan ahead for others. And as I so frequently say, when Springfield finally arrives, I'm pretty much going to just abandon all reason and just go all in on getting her leveled and geared. I have like 10 dolls now at level 60. I don't have any at level 60, but I just finally hit level 60. See, I want Lena. Oh, I heard, I was watching a video this morning. Lena is not only really, really good, she is very essential for electric teams if and when we finally get other electric units. There's only one in game right now.
1 second. The lad is being very needy right now. He says, "Father, hold me. I wish to feel secure."
Yep, the only one. And she's good. And I like her. Oh, speak of the devil, and he appears. I was going to mention Oz. And he's here. Who did this?
Let's see. Okay. Give me a second while I figure out.
I was watching that episode of Kakegurui this morning. the part where she like immediately after that when she's practically slithering across like she's running her arm down the guy's and she's almost like slithering across his back. She looks the way they have her arm and her hair moving, she looks like an octopus. Wow, 10k points for that. Well, yeah, because I don't want everybody to just be spamming it all the time.
Gotta make it worth it.
Exactly.
Go. I went back through the mushrooms.
Oh,
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah. Maybe if we had a knock spell, but I don't.
I don't either.
I'd be surprised.
Hi, it was me.
I'd be surprised if you did, honestly.
Oh, thanks to Zofkale, I now have the things I need to create the to properly create the Rolling Rock meme. And I have, but I actually forgot to upload it until like now.
Nah.
I will do so if I don't tonight, I'll do so tomorrow.
Some of this stuff off me. Parlak. Here we go.
Have fun, my lord. Yeah, no problem. Always a pleasure to have you here.
It's always a pleasure. Come and go at your leisure. Ho, 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 ho.
I like that. That's clever. That's good. I like that. Yeah, what's up, buddy? You want to sit with me? If you sit here, you have to just sit here. You can't try to climb up on the desk, okay?
Oh yeah,
Right,
I remember.
I'm gonna take your
this.
silence as compliance. If you try to climb on the desk, I'm making you get down.
But father, I am cat. I do as I please.
Oh, you reminded me. There's a T-shirt I saw on sale that I really wanted. I don't remember the page I saw it on, but it's a drawing of a black cat on a table knocking over a cup, and it says, "I do what I want." I love it. And being the owner of a black cat, I really want that T-shirt.
I'm reminded of a silly comic that I saw along those lines. So it's like it's a little comic, and there are these two aliens, and one of them is got a cup full of water, and he says to the other one, like, "Allow me to demonstrate," and it puts the cup of water next to a cat, and the cat starts drinking out of it. He goes, "It relies on us for sustenance," and then when it's done, and then when the cat's done drinking out of the cup, what was it? The alien's like, "It shall ask us for more," and then the cat just knocks the cup off the table, and then it just goes, "It defies us." Both of them are just like, "Whoa, what the?" Like they're not even mad. They're not.
That series. It's
Do what?
any other time I can remember the name. I found a collection of those comic strips on Google Play.
Oh, with the aliens?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of them. It's like a little mini series.
I like the one where they're playing a competitive game against each other, and I guess one of them not exploits, but one of them does something that is kind of cheap in order to win, and they're just like hooray, we have competed against each other, and our friendship remains intact. And then the one that lost corrects him and goes, "It is mostly intact."
All right, so since you've been in the Underdark, you remember at least a little bit about what happens. Do we want to go down? Do we want to go down to the port, or do we want to go over to this crazy wizard's tower?
What?
You said
tower? I don't.
Wait, you said you made it all. Wait, you said you. Wait, how much farther did you go? You said you've played at least.
Oh, wait a minute. You know, I think we left off about here.
Oh, okay. So you had
Yeah.
just gotten past the freaky fish guys.
Yeah, we're like our campaigns are not that far apart.
Okay, I will just say, up ahead there is a wizard's tower, and it is very magically guarded. We'll say.
Uh-oh.
You saw me in there at one point. I distinctly remember. I spent a good while in there.
DM and I tried to get in. I don't think we ever got in, but it was not easy.
Scorched ground.
Southkill says, I made a second financial decision that costed a little bit more than the motherboard. What did you get? Memory?
So this thing.
Or did you get the processor? Oh, yeah, this is the place. Oh, am I gonna be safe? No, I am not gonna be safe here. Uh-oh. And that was all my movement. That's not
Don't
good.
forget, you can dash.
Don't I have the magic touch?
I already used up all my
Let's
movement.
explore.
You can dash,
And I wish
Lace.
I
You have an
remembered that I could
action.
dash. Can I jump still?
Not if you don't have any move.
Oh, wait, I can. Okay, I can get to safety. I can at least get where the thing can't see me. It's something for defense. A codpiece! Please don't make me explain what a codpiece is on stream tonight. Please don't. If you don't know, just Google it. Just Google it.
Codpiece is
Yes.
when you take
Mind my
Call
step.
of Duty and then you shatter the disc into several pieces.
I hate that even more. After hearing that, I'd rather just tell people what it is.
All right, end your turn.
Oh, did I not? Oh, whoops.
Environment's going. Now it's us again. All right.
Gimme.
You know, I think a slightly the best I can say without having to just completely rip the band-aid off is there is a well-known piece of sporting equipment specifically for men that's kind of the same thing as a codpiece. Yes, but no, but yes.
What, you mean the jockstrap?
Yes. Yes, indeed.
There we go.
Hey, Avery, good to see you in the chat. How you feeling
Excellent
today?
choice.
Hey, it's Avery.
I'm gonna try to dash over there so I don't get shot by the thing. Will I be safe here? Am I still in its view if I'm... Well, no, Gale seemed to be fine when he stopped there, so I should be able to...
Wait, why'd we gain experience? That's interesting.
Alright. Can I jump? I still have some movement left. Can I jump up?
I would hold up. Don't jump all the way because then you'll be in line
Yeah,
of
just
sight
up
of
the
another
steps.
turret.
Since we have mostly made it clear what it is, a codpiece, for those curious, was essentially penis armor. It was penis armor. Yeah, it was penis armor. Yeah. Here we go. If you've ever played Soul Calibur, Voldo was a codpiece. Yep.
So you don't get stabbed in the dick while fighting.
I mean, that would be it would be very difficult to continue fighting if you were to suffer an injury, whether mortal or fleeting, to that area. Yes.
All right, end your turn, Lace.
Oh, did I? Oh, whoops. Oh no!
Oh, you
Oh.
did.
Okay, that wall's not safe.
That's fine.
Oh crap. How are we gonna get past
Run!
that? Oh, oh, that's how. Can it? It can probably still shoot her there.
Fine, we're dashing.
How How far can I dash to?
No rest.
Pretty
like,
far,
can I
actually.
at least
You
dash to, like.
you specifically can dash pretty far. You've got
Holy
like
crap,
yeah, no, you like baseline. You've got 50 feet of movement. You've got no 55. You've got the 5. So normally the default's 30. You have an extra 5 for being a wood elf, 10 for the magic ring, and 10 for the spell that the long strider.
I'm officially a fantasy Kenyan, and I like it. Oh, you started playing PSO2. Nice, nice. What ship are you on? And how are you liking it so far?
Whoop.
Oz, you're kind of heavy, buddy. No offense, but you're kind of heavy. Oz has made himself quite comfortable in my lap.
Sounds just like
No. He's like, oh, what's that? You're uncomfortable? Well, too bad. I'm very comfortable.
classic cat.
That's as cat logic as it ever gets. Oh, you're on ship 3. Nice, nice. Yep, I know Zafkiel, Rooney, Snipple, they're all on ship 3. I too am on ship 3. I have an alt on every ship, but my main ship is 4. On ship 3, I am a pink cat girl, which probably doesn't narrow it down at all, but you know, I'm pretty sure I'll run into you there.
Cue the freaking clip of Batman Beyond. Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Right?
What's his face? I can't remember his name, but the glowing green guy from Batman Beyond.
Yeah, what was his name again? I don't remember many of the Batman Beyond villains. I never got to see very much of it.
I saw a good amount of episodes, but that was when I was like really young, so I don't remember much of anything. I will say I
Shame
do.
on me for not knowing the rogues gallery of any Batman. Well, I know obviously I know the mainline Batman series. I know the rogues gallery of that one. I think it's impossible to have been living any time within the last 50 years and not know them. Unless you were like just literally born.
Yeah, what was it?
One with the weave.
Go. Man, the
I'll send
freaking.
a pic of the thing when I assemble it.
I will just say I do really love though one of my favorite bits from Batman
Wizard's
Beyond.
Tower is his sanctum. A private place for research and respite. But as this wizard's not home, I say we take a peek.
I don't know, man. That's how we end up. That's how we end up in trouble. That's how we end up getting caught when he does come home.
Now, Lace, you gotta remember, it's no fun if we don't explore the Wizard's Tower in the middle of the Underdark.
I mean, yeah, we're already here, so I'll do it. But I just,
Let's go.
you know, I have this feeling that as soon as we find something interesting, he'll suddenly come home and be like, "Hey, who are you? And what are you doing in my tower?"
Well, we cross that bridge when we get to it. This is D&D, Lace. Nothing ventured,
point.
nothing gained.
Fair point. I will. Fair point.
No, one of my favorite things from Batman Beyond, though, is the movie where Joker's Return.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, spoilers, I guess, but I mean, if you were gonna watch the Batman Beyond movie, that movie, oh my god, that's like the movie's like almost a quarter century old at this point.
Oh, jeez.
If you were gonna see it, I'm pretty sure you would have been now. But basically, it's Batman Beyond. You know, Bruce Wayne is old, like he's in his like late 60s or early 70s at this point. It's in the future.
Yeah.
And, you know, so he has Terry McGinnis, this other guy, he becomes the new Batman. And eventually in this movie, which takes place, like, towards the very tail end of, like, the Batman Beyond timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, what winds up happening is the Joker winds up coming back somehow. And, like, Bruce Wayne is like, no, I've scanned the audio recordings, like, I've done a bunch of things. Like, this isn't some copycat. this is actually the Joker who
Literally
has
him.
been dead for like 20 years. For like 20 plus, 20, 30 years. Like, he died. I saw it happen. And like, but this is actually him, and we don't know how. But there's this one, and I won't get too much into spoilers, but there's this one part towards the end when, when Terry's going up against the Joker 1v1. And what winds up happening, Joker's doing his usual Joker shit, and he's trying to intimidate Terry, the new Batman. But what he failed to take into consideration was that Terry McGinnis is not Bruce Wayne. And what's funny is, unlike Bruce Wayne, Terry McGinnis is kind of a punk-ass kid. So, and to throw Joker off, he starts fighting dirty. Like, he starts hitting below the belt and doing all this other shit, and he's like, Batman wouldn't do that. And he goes, hey, guess what? I'm not Bruce Wayne. And no joke, and Terry, he literally starts shit-talking Joker, and Joker doesn't know. He's getting so pissed off because, like, this isn't what's supposed to happen.
I saw that scene on social media once. That was good. Because he's the antithesis of Bruce Wayne specifically, and he's fighting Terry McGinnis, who's not Bruce Wayne. So he's just thrown completely for a loop. He's got this dirty fighting, shit-talking kid who absolutely is not afraid to clown on him. He literally starts laughing at him, and he's like, stop laughing! He's like, what? I thought you were a clown. I love that part.
And it starts freaking Joker out because he's not used to hearing a Batman laugh. Terry, he's absolutely down for the whole, intimidation and yada yada, but no, unlike Bruce, he's not trying to hold this image of terror. At his core, Terry McGinnis is a punk ass. He's absolutely not afraid to
the Joker.
He's absolutely not afraid to be completely dishonorable. I mean, within reason, of course, but I said,
within reason.
Like, he's willing to hit a guy below the belt. He's willing to absolutely shit talk the Joker.
That reminds me of there was a scene in Star Trek Deep Space Nine, one of the very early seasons. I would argue even season 1. Fully intentional. They made a point of trying to establish that Captain Picard and Captain Sisko are very, very different people.
Oh yes,
and it doesn't help that during his brief stint as a Borg, it did kind of kill Sisko's wife, or one of the ships that was attacked at Wolf 359. His wife was on, and everybody knows Picard was part of that. So definitely not on good terms, and the fact that he was very cold to him was part of setting him up initially. But early into Deep Space Nine, Q shows up.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Well-known character that is, I don't want to call him the Joker to Picard's Batman, but they do kind of have that dynamic somewhat.
Yeah.
Q shows up, and he's doing what he normally does, and he's just trying to egg on Sisko, and he being able to control reality the way he does. The
path less traveled.
He blinks them into a traditional pugilist fisticuffs type situation. I mean, he's got the mustache, the goofy outfit, all of that, and Sisko just decks him. Just punches him right in the face, and he sits up with this look of shock, and he goes, "You hit me. Picard never hit me." And he looks him right in the eyes and goes, "I'm not Picard." And I'm like, yeah, but that only made it worse. He was like, "Yeah, you're not. You're able to anger. You're more fun." Although I will say, he never attempted to try to do anything to him again. He really just kind of learned his lesson and left him alone at that point. So the moral of the story, kids, is punch people in the face so that they find out good and quick.
The moral of the story is, while I'm ordinarily not a proponent of violence, I will say, in life, sometimes you do in fact need to smack a bitch.
Indeed.
Oh, for real.
Indeed.
No, that reminds me of a story this bus driver of mine told me back when I was a kid. Basically, he was talking about how he told me how there was this one really obnoxious kid in his high school, and for some reason, you know, and he was an ass to everybody. And what winded up happening was one day he was late to class one day, and the frickin', we'll call him the class clown, was also late and happened to be walking down the same hallway, and so he said, and my bus driver said that he was already like in a really shitty mood that day, and now he's got this obnoxious guy walking behind him being like, "Oh, you're late," you know, like just basically just being a complete frickin' dick.
Yeah, just
and so he just turns around,
and
what this guy didn't know was that my bus driver, he actually took boxing lessons unbeknownst to the obnoxious guy, and at one point my bus driver decided he'd had enough, turned around and just straight up just decked him right in the jaw, knocked him flat on his ass. And he said the obnoxious guy never spoke to him for the rest of their school career.
Hey, sometimes you gotta just establish good and quick. Like, I'm not the one to mess with.
I know. Sometimes the thing is, sometimes because insert Joker.jpg here, we live in a society. Sometimes people, no, really. Sometimes because of that, people forget. Oh yeah, no. Literally the only thing keeping me from getting my ass kicked is the unspoken agreement between everybody that we won't do that. And no, sometimes you need to remind people they're not untouchable. You know, they start thinking they're freaking. No, some people start thinking they're immortal, and you need to remind them that they are just as frail and killable as anyone else. Yep. Not that we necessarily need to make them fear for their life, but just remind them, hey, I absolutely can, if I want to. I can beat the shit out of you. And sometimes that is what you need to do in life.
I want to say, in my defense, everything Mr. K just said is my entire ideology when it comes to PvP in Final Fantasy XIV. Now, don't get me wrong. I am a very fierce, a very aggressive competitor, but generally pretty chill. I'm definitely the type that believes, you leave it on the court, you leave it on the field, whatever. But I do run into people sometimes who just, of course, have issues. Yeah, and that's putting it lightly. Where they're right or where it is a misunderstanding, then okay, fine. I'm not going to hold a grudge. But when somebody makes it very clear that they just have issue with you for no reason whatsoever, then I don't need to be nice. And I'm entirely willing to just crush my opposition when it comes to that. And that's not me being mean at all. Like, I don't see it as being mean. I see it as being effective in teaching them not to take me lightly.
What a charmer.
Can I jump down from here safely? It was saying I'd get hurt if I did. Oh, from up there I would get hurt, but from here I'll be fine. I mean, it wasn't that much of a difference. Like, it was what, 2 feet? Really? 2 more feet and I would get hurt. Come on. That's ridiculous. What?
Alright, whatever.
Yeah.
It's fine. You're fine. There's no need to be little baby. It's only 2 points of damage.
We can move normally now. Are we safe down here?
Yep. I actually deactivated it myself because I knew we'd be safe down here. Yeah, the lower levels, there's no turrets.
Okay, good.
Let's see.
Let's turn some lights on.
there is a in the channel Discord right now. I linked the. I went out of my way to make a new video for it, but my 4th PvP highlight was named after the song I used for it, and I fully intended to mimic the cinematography of the music video for the song. I mean, I randomly found the music video a couple of nights ago, so I finally put them side by side so people could see what I did. But in that video, there is a part during the middle of the song where it's probably one of my more famous plays. There was a guy who used to give me so much shit. Just, he wasn't exactly the most popular guy in the community. Gladiatorial sandals, that's an odd item. Anyways, he wasn't exactly known for being an agreeable sort, and I'm putting it nicely. He particularly seemed to have issue with me because we both played range jobs, but we had very different approaches to it. I'm a very in-your-face, up-close and personal type person. Rufflesome Blackguard hat. Actually, looks like a nice hat. I'm taking it. Anyways. I don't know what a Blackguard hat is, but it looks nice. His approach to playing range was largely that of, keep away from the enemy, take advantage when they turn their backs, while I'm C target, kill target. If I want you dead, I'm coming straight at you.
Oh shit, Lace, you have a barrel of oil in your inventory.
Oh.
There we go. I sent it to camp. You now have 80 pounds more carry weight on your person.
Oh.
You were carrying.
I thought I used them all when we were in the creche. I remember blowing up a bunch of stuff in the creche. Did I not?
I think you might have just picked it up at some point and I'm taking some of your stuff and putting it onto Carlax since she can
Anyways, to continue on, in this particular match, there's so many moving parts here. There used to be an 8v8 version of the old Feast, arena mode. And the 8v8 version was considered the... Can I attack this? I'm gonna move away from that. It was considered the casual version of it. A lot of us who did the ranked modes did the 8v8 just for fun.
Said something about you.
I was getting checks for something, and then I can target this sprouting.
Timisk.
Timisk here. Should I attack this or no?
Maybe not directly. I would not advise hitting a mushroom from point blank range.
Yeah. What happens if I? Well, I guess we're about to find out. Oh, that's it.
Looks like.
Are they poisonous?
I don't. Probably, yeah. If we were standing next to it, it'd probably have done something bad to us.
Okay. Seems like the poison dissipated, so we're all right. There is an elevator here, but I think that might take us back up.
Oh, that elevator. The elevator's out.
Oh. No. To continue with that scene, we're doing an 8v8 match. One of my best friends was actually on his team that time. He was healing for his team, and he wasn't much of a fan of that guy either. There weren't a lot of people who were a fan of that guy. But anyways,
I mean, he sounds like he was that guy.
Yeah, he was that guy. The old Feast map had it was like a bunch of ship parts, a bunch of old ship hulls that were just connected together to create the arena, and from the what do you call like the raised back portion of a ship? What do you call that again?
Oh, the aft.
Yeah, we'll say the aft. Like the aft portion of a ship was the spawning point for both teams. You jump down from there, and there's the remainder of a deck, and then a plank that connects the there's a plank that runs from that part of a ship to the main arena. We pushed the enemy team back to their plank. And it was usually, I mean, since it was a choke point, it was usually an area where a lot of fights would end up happening anyways. I see that he's up on the spawn area, just, taking pot shots at people, which is very much something he would do. And it just, that was my moment where I'm like, you know what? I've had it with this guy. Like, today's the day. I'm gonna take him down, and I'm not going to run and hide. I'm not going to try to be clever about it. I'm going right in and I'm going to take him down. So in the video, I pause the action and I highlight where he is. I proceed to run straight through the battle. Yeah, I know he saw me because he tags me once or twice as I'm through the battle, cross the plank, up the stairs to the there is a name for that part of the ship and I can't think of it. I'm sorry. It's usually where the steering wheel is. It's above the cabin, whatever it's called. Up the stairs, straight over to him, and we proceed to 1v1, and I just completely take him down. And of course, I timed it so that the final shot is right when the beat drops to the song again. The what?
It's the helm of the ship. The aft is the rear part. The helm is specifically the part where the wheel is.
Oh, okay. Well, it's like the helm, but they would have taken out the steering wheel. It's just that portion, that area of the ship is where the team spawns are. Yeah, I went straight through the battle, up the stairs, 1v1'd him, took him down like it was nothing, and then just walked off. It definitely got under his skin. That definitely was a what's the word? There was definitely a tense moment between the two of us. But it was also probably the moment where he kind of just backed off of me. Like, finally just got off, stopped riding my case, stopped treating me like I was some clueless newbie. Now, that was years ago. Me and him were totally cool now. He went away and got a life, got some life experience, and mellowed the fuck out. So, we're cool now, but back then, yeah, that guy was, not a popular guy. No, not a popular guy.
This moment makes me think of a particular verse from a song, actually, Lace. I believe it goes something to the tune of, "Got the pass mid-air, then he threw that boy down. Nobody could believe it. James fell over on the ground. He started crying, put his hands on his head. Then Big Blue looked at me and Mike and he said, 'Why is James crying? 'Cause he just got
Seems like
dunked
the owner was
on.'
quite the
I ain't
literary
even
type.
lying. Yo, he just got dunked on." Yep, he was standing in the way. So I leapt up in the air and I dunked it on his face. Found a book, though.
I love it.
It says the Threadbare Book. It says, "This threadbare book looks like it once contained a play, but most of it has been lost to time, vermin, and an unfortunate ink spill. Only 2 full sentences are distinguishable. How can I trust? How will I ever know? How can I show myself, my darkest me?" Oh, looks like I take it you picked up the book?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I ran off with it.
Now you're good. No, it's fine, we'll hang on to it.
I actually used that particular clip. I used it in 2 more videos after, but those literally were like compilation type things. For anyone who wants to see that video, again, it's called Road That Never Ends. I highly recommend watching the actual music video to it because it is definitely weird. Good song, definitely weird, but very interesting cinematography. The main vocalist seems to be a patient in an insane asylum, and I don't know if it's it's 2 guys who made the song. I don't know if it's the other guy or if it's just an actor hired for the video, but there's a guy who's like some sort of tribal warrior witch doctor type looking person in the video, and I'm still not sure if he was actually there or if he was supposed to be like a figment of the guy's imagination in the insane asylum. Like that part I was just never clear on, but I just really liked how they did it.
As well.
Well, looks like
That's a long way down, and I do not wish to take the short way.
oh no, don't worry. That's why
I
we
don't
brought.
wish to take the shorter approach to the long way down.
No, it's fine. This is why we brought the wizards.
Wait, Featherfall will protect us from? No way.
Lace, it's literally called Featherfall.
I thought there was like a limit to.
No. It makes it so that when you fall, you don't take fall damage.
Holy crap! That's so cool.
Lace. Come on now.
I figured like, okay, you know, it protects you from.
Lace, I suggest you jump down before the spell wears off.
I'm trying. You keep saying not enough space. There we go. There we go. I figured there was like an upper limit to how far you could go.
Well, technically, well, okay, so in the game normally, the spell lasts for, what is it, up to, I believe it's a minute. Whereas...
It just wore off.
Which is like what it does now, but what it does is it reduces your falling speed. Normally it's cast as a reaction while someone is falling.
Oh.
Whether that's yourself or somebody within range. Basically, it lets you cast on yourself and up to several people that are close enough to you. You cast it, and then for the next minute, your falling speed is 60 feet per round. Which, normally falling speed is like 200 or 300 feet per round.
Oh, jeez.
So, which is, well, which a round in D&D is 6 seconds. So 60 feet over 6 seconds, that's 10 feet a second. Which is not, which, I mean, is decent speed. 10 feet per second is not nothing, but it's definitely slow enough where, you know, if you land, it's not going to really, like, hurt you.
Yeah.
But, and it lasts for, I believe, up to a minute, like it does in the game. But yeah, so you could, technically, it would enable you to fall up to 600 feet. Without, you know, without breaking your shins.
No sudden Lara Croft fall moments here.
Mm-hmm. Ooh! Susser Bloom.
Water bloom?
This...
Aren't these like those things that are meant to keep us safe in,
I don't like these flowers. They're bad.
They're anti-magic flowers.
Oh. And we're taking it? Is that okay? Well, I guess it's okay. Nothing happened to us, so...
Well,
Curious.
magic just doesn't work while you're close to it.
Stay back, Gale. Leaf moss, acorn truffle, a scroll of sinking cloud.
Ooh,
And gold.
That's a fun one. That one, you cast it, it creates a big fart cloud, and anyone standing in it has to make a Constitution saving throw, or they waste their entire turn retching. No, literally just
It's a hidden parties.
literally just being like, because like they're half choking, half, you know.
I get it.
But yeah,
It's like that one. What is that? What is that plant again? It smells so bad. Not the Rafflesia. It's a much more normal plant that you can encounter even in like city environments. But it's just so nasty. Like, you know it when you smell it. It is just, there is nothing pleasant about that plant. Just, oh, what am I thinking of?
ooh,
It's like a type of weed, or it would be classified as a weed.
Don't give me trouble now.
I can't think of what it is right now, but I'll come back to it.
sick.
But it is a very super common like type of plant that you can find almost anywhere, out in an urban environment or otherwise, and it just smells terrible. Like it's not an absolute assault on the senses, but it's one of those things that humans, as animals, know. Like, okay, stay away from this thing.
There we go. Give me a second. I need to pick the lock. Guess what my total was on the lock pick?
What?
So my I had to get a 15. Guess what I rolled on the actual die with all of my bonuses and stuff?
15?
I got 29.
29? Wow.
Yeah, no,
Wish
because I have Gloves of Thievery, which give me advantage on all sleight of hand checks, normally lockpicking was its own thing in 5th edition, although I think they've swapped it back to sleight of hand. I forget the particulars on that, but so I have advantage on it. I believe I am I proficient in it? I want to say. It's not. Well, whatever. Don't worry about the particulars of that. But anywho,
You didn't just pick the lock. You convinced it that it can do better. It can do better in life.
yeah. Here we go. Yes, I am in fact proficient in sleight of hand. So I have a +3 to dexterity, +3 from the saving throws. So that's +6. I have advantage, which lets me take the higher result. I've got a magic ring that gives me an extra +2 on top of that, and if I cast guidance on myself, it will give me an extra 1d4 to put on top of that.
Interesting.
With haste.
Ooh. There we go.
Recipe unlocked: Vitriol of Lalth's Candle.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of cool.
That was a weird gemstone I picked up.
It is a secret lab. In the basement, too. As where most secret labs tend to be.
Ah.
It is generally the preferred place. Attics aren't as good because, heat rises and, you may have temperature-sensitive materials. I'm going way too hard on this. Never mind.
Yeah.
That might be worth a look.
What's this?
What is it?
It's a hole.
I'm waiting.
Oh, I bet you that's
I could summon a familiar. I could
Oh.
send something to him.
Yeah, no, the hole, I can see it shining through outside. This is just another way for us to sneak in if we were...
Oh. Okay. There's nothing in the bottles on the bottle rack. However, there is a treatise on the anti-magic properties of susser tree flower. I'm going to read it. For those knowing about susser trees, they're... I'm sorry.
I think it's actually
Every
pronounced...
time I read that, I think of Aki calling me sussy all the time.
No,
I'm
sorry.
trying my hardest to be mature, but I'm failing.
No, wait, there's 2 S's. It's Susser, actually.
Susser trees, thank you. For those knowing about Susser trees, their magical properties have always been a topic of debate. Not only their ability to create an anti-magic aura, which is complete enough that even those unattuned to the weave can feel its effect, but also, and most interestingly to those living in the world above, the ways its roots, bark, and flowers can be harnessed to make magic items. Rumors of such items are rare, but spread in settlements bordering the Underdark. Their existence, however, has never been confirmed by any of our clerics, nor by any other reputable scholars. I hypothesize that these items are no mere legends, and indeed, in the treatise, I will endeavor to explain how I myself created items that have anti-magic properties, and that use the magical absorption of Susser tree flowers as a power source. Lines have been drawn on the following pages as if the author intended to fill them with writing, but the remainder of the thin book is blank. That actually was a very interesting read. Now I'm taking both. Because I can.
We steal what we might... Ooh, hello. I'll give those to Gale. Actually, I'll take this one. Missives of Candlekeep. Ah, another. Actually, it's a fun fact. In the first Baldur's Gate, Candlekeep is actually where you start the game.
Oh.
Yeah, it's this big library fortress slash college sort of place. It's located not too far away from Baldur's Gate. Basically, no, it's basically D&D's equivalent of the Library of Alexandria.
Oh.
Like it is just this massive library that they built, that these monks of the knowledge god built, and they made a fortress around it. And the only way that quite literally the only in order to be allowed in, you have to provide some sort of like document or like some sort of like piece of knowledge or something that is not already somewhere in their catalogs. You have to bring new knowledge to the place in order to be allowed in. And yeah, no, there are some people who literally spend almost their entire lives there.
Wow.
Well, because yeah, I mean it's not the easiest thing to get in.
I found somebody's OC fan fiction. And Elfin Wood Souls. Yeah, it was the True Adventures of Captain Insert Name.
Cursed to put my hands on it.
Yes.
Magic of the Weave, an introduction. Few try to understand the Weave, a true pity. For only they who are truly attuned to the Weave can rightly call themselves spellcasters. Thus comes the question, what is the Weave? It is an essential element of the universe. It runs through everything in unseen threads. It is what makes magic. You know what? I'm gonna continue reading these, but very quickly, I'm having a what is the Matrix moment again. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the movie. I absolutely love the first Matrix movie. But I remember all of the trailers, all of the ads leading up to the release of the movie really just kept selling the idea of what is the Matrix? What is the Matrix? And then like within the first couple of minutes of the movie, they just tell you. And like, okay. I mean, you built up this big mystery, and then you just explain it flatly. Like, cool. Thanks. So anyways, it is what makes magic possible. It is also, I'm sorry. It is also, though I will not go into further detail here, the goddess Mystra herself. See Magic of the Weave, Mystra, and the Spell Plague. The weave isn't magic, precisely. Rather, it is the raw material from which magic is woven. Not entirely unlike how a collection of threads is shaped and formed into a garment. Those with the necessary talent and skill can manipulate the weave and perform magic by casting spells. Developing this skill takes years of learning and constant practice. You might have heard of those who can cast spells because they are born with an innate connection to the weave, commonly called sorcerers, or worse, because they struck a bargain with an otherworldly creature, also known as warlocks. Do not be deceived. Their magic is unpredictable, uncontrolled, and in some cases not even rightfully theirs. It is unpredictable, uncontrolled, uncouth, untested, and unrefined. What? I gotta find what that was again. Anyways, no, to truly know and manipulate weave is an art, but those wizards who master it will know the limitless power and beauty the weave provides.
Also, I turned the tower back on.
What? It was, wait, we can, what?
So, I stuck one of those Seuster leaves into this big generator looking thing.
Oh.
And now the tower's turning back on.
Oh.
So apparently the tower runs on anti-magic.
Are we going to be okay, or?
Well, the cutscene showed the turrets turning off.
Okay. Okay, good. Well, yeah, anti-magic, so that's... No, this is good. This is good. They were magic turrets, so now they are not magic turrets. They are...
There we go.
Now they're just turrets. But since they run on magic, they're not functioning turrets.
Must be on my way.
Said Lace haphazardly running upstairs and hoping that he doesn't get, like, blasted by something.
Nah, we should be fine. Alright,
Helping
just give me a
myself with a barrel
second.
full of crystals. And a crate full of mushrooms. I can create my own face circle. Ooh. Uncovered mysteries.
Something good here, I hope.
Oh. It's over here. Oh boy, my favorite. Rotten Tomatoes, my favorite movie reviewing website.
Yeah. I think I mentioned it before. Did I tell you about how in Pompeii, you know, before the famous event, in Pompeii, actually I believe it was preserved. Someone had written a rather scathing review of a restaurant on the wall of the restaurant, like inside.
Yeah. Nice.
It's like that's kind of mean, but I mean, I guess where else were they gonna write it?
Elevator going up.
Tip your coffee, try the waitress. I found both to be rather lacking.
All right. Oh, this is where we were before when we jumped.
Oh yeah, I remember this now.
Going up.
There was also an interesting record of the many meetings between what seemed to be just two bros. Like they just, they live life on the road, and they often met in Pompeii. And just every time they were there, they met up, probably hit up that crappy restaurant, and bragged of their exploits with the many women that they met. Oh wait, you guys are a whole nother floor up. All right, I will head up.
Oh, yep. Was taking a look. I found another book that apparently has more play lyrics.
Oh.
The beginning of this book proudly declares it to be a play by Dame Inia, followed by an extensive introduction, 23 pages of notes on the text. Though the book itself seems barely touched, one stanza is encircled twice. There is light in every living thing. It's crawling towards the surface to survive. In its wake, it tramples everything. We'll kill the rest so that the one can thrive.
Kind of dark, but I do like the poetry of it.
The fact that this is we've got two books, both of which have lines from plays of them.
One can only draw the conclusion that the wizard who lived here was a fan of the arts.
Also, do keep in mind, Lace.
That chest. I can feel its magic.
Arcana check, what? That wasn't there before. Maybe it wasn't, I just didn't see it.
No, do keep in mind. So, something that DMs like to do in D&D, Lace, is puzzles. And puzzles are very popular amongst of all sorts of varieties. So this could... The Chest of the Mundane, eh?
You said the Chest of the Mundane?
That's what this says, and it was apparently this chest is magic, according to the Arcana check.
There's a flat chest joke there, but I'm going to behave.
Arcane lights. Of course.
Oh. So, what appeared to be a bunch of ordinary objects in the chest turned out to be a scroll of protection from evil and good.
Oh.
Mistress Grace, which are boots that let you cast Featherfall, looks like. That's nice. A Hearthlight bomb, which apparently it's light in a bottle. You throw it, and it illuminates an area for 10 turns. A gold ingot, and a scroll of mage armor, which, well, that's not going to be too useful for us.
No, Gale can already cast that for himself, so.
Yeah, I mean, it would save him the spell slot, so.
True.
Go, just recharging some of his spells.
Most excellent.
Anything else of note?
Nah, there was nothing out there.
And that's the door we go down in order to... Alright. Well,
Can we go up more?
looks like we can.
It would appear so.
Well, well,
Oh, yeah,
well.
it's looking like there's plenty of stuff around here.
Hello.
We got books galore.
A quaint little corner to perhaps eat in. The chair is exquisite.
Ooh. Scroll of blindness. I'll give that to Gale. Disorders of the nerves and mind. A treatise. There came to me a woman, whom I shall henceforth call R. Greatly distraught at the unusual tempers of her husband, whom I shall henceforth call B. 3 months prior, he'd suffered night sweats, crying out from sleep that he bore the mark of chaos. 2 months prior, he'd taken to calling himself by the name Saravoth. 1 month ago, he'd speak of little else but the throne for which he is destined. I attended to be at the couple's farmhouse. He sat calmly at the table as an unknown book clutched to his chest. I detected no curse nor loathsome spirit upon him, nor the presence of magic. Yet upon shining the light of candle flame upon him, he raised the book high and exclaimed, "The deaths they shall bring shall awaken the Father, and through them he will rise." I snatched the book from his hand and flung it into the hearth, where it burned not in red or yellow flame, but pure black. It left but a single scrap reading, "He foresaw his coming death, and seeded his essence across the land." B shivered inside, as if waking from a nightmare. He had no memory of the book, nor the words he had spoken. Diagnosis: unspecified neurotic enthrallment. Treatment: herbal tincture of garlic and drace, sipped thrice daily until exhaustion lives. Homie found a magic book, and was not having a good time.
I've got one here. It is, what's the name? Amap's Memoirs. My life has been a long
Just
succession of
formed from
pleasures.
slate
To see
and
my
engraved
to see
with
my
the
town
Yankee
take to my
writing.
ideas and cease
You
legal
examine
discrimination
them
of local hordes.
closely,
To see my
but
fights
can't
against
make much
horrid
sense
living
without a
conditions in
cipher
city
or
factories
primer to aid you.
take
The
off.
disc's
To have the
message could be
chance to
near
see a new
impossible to
generation take to
discern.
these ideas of a better, kinder, fairer, intelligent world and run with it to new reaches of the continent.
Lizelle will be all over this.
It was not a life without struggle, however, and I shall regret its failures. My old friend Swelto comes to mind, who adopted such cruel ideologies later in life. I will forever console myself in the idea that such a brilliant
For me?
mind would only conceive such theories under the strain of exile and the promise of reinstatement, as she ultimately was. Interesting.
Ooh.
Oh, we have more true and impossible adventures of Tenebro Moro, a pulp serial following the real-life, quote-unquote, real-life exploits of an interplanar ship's captain. The real Captain Morrow is known to never have left her native Waterdeep, and emerges from her rooms at the Yawning Portal only to exchange scrawled manuscripts for fresh meals. And again, the rest of it is it's just a fantasy novel, basically.
It's just straight up, it's Pulp Fiction.
Yep.
Also, I found a handwritten note here.
Oh?
It says, "Dearest Lenore, I'm not sure I should say this, but your last letter really worried me. Why in the hells would you tame a bullet? Just because you found it near Myrna's grave doesn't mean that's a sign. I'm really worried about you, Lenore. A bullet is not a pet. Using it as a guardian is one thing, but you sound quite taken by it. I know you don't want to come back before you finish your research, but if you're feeling lonely, you know my door is always open. Lots of love and hugs, Amarith. P.S. It really warms my heart to hear that you put the autumn crocus flowers on Myrna's grave. I remember she liked to roll around in them, even though she'd always sneeze after. She was such a soft, loyal dog. I wish there was more I could do. Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Lost your dog. I think, oh god, considering the fact that we just killed Boulette last time.
Oh.
Yeah, I think we killed her. I think we just killed our other pet, which, I mean, well, not much else we could have really done other than just die.
The Roads to Darkness.
It is
An epic tragedy about power, corruption, and loneliness. Oh, this is actually like a play. Holy crap. Would you care to narrate some of this, or it seems to be a conversation between Sorith, Amphius, and Rycia, or Rhysia.
I think that's just lore stuff. So
It's Pulp Fiction. Okay.
yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with.
Wow.
Well, if I had to guess, considering the fact that we found two
Plenty
separate
left to
books
see.
that have specific parts of plays, mentioned.
This has to be some kind of clue.
Well, this third one here, considering that appears to be... Both of them only had, like, a line or two. This one seems like a full, more full part of, like, an actual full act of the play.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, hell yeah, we'll send that one to camp.
Oh,
Add it to the art collection.
I didn't know I could just take it. I thought that was okay. All right, just free art.
Yeah. Give me a second, I'll send it to camp. We'll add it to the collection. Also, I found another one of those Gith Yankee scrolls.
There's a button here. There's a button here.
What's the button do?
Now that's a low button.
Do I want to press it?
Now that's a low button.
Strange place for a button, especially one that doesn't work.
Nothing happened.
Oh, wait, I remember.
Uh-oh.
Okay, hang on. I'll tell you what this is. So you remember how the wizard who owns this place, apparently her dog died?
Yeah.
So the dog actually has a magic collar, and if we happen to have that collar in our inventory when we press the button, it makes food appear.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah, so the dog would learn that when it was hungry, it would just go over and hit the button, and then it would be given food.
That's actually kind of cool. I picked up a ring called the Mage's Friend. What does that do?
That's a good question. +1 to Arcana, +1 to Religion. Oh, nice.
Oh. Can't exactly do much with that, but wait.
Well,
I don't
might
even
as well
have a ring.
might as well put it on. You've got an extra
Yeah.
ring slot. Gives you a bonus to Arcana and Religion checks. Yeah, I've got my Smuggler's Ring, which boosts my... I also have a ring that, when I'm concentrating on spells, I do extra weapon damage, which that'll be really good if I'm using Hunter's Mark.
Oh, nice.
Hey.
More gold. An armillary sphere.
It looks so small from here.
It's a bird cage, but there is no bird.
That wasn't a pleasant noise.
That's a
Hi,
cool
Luna.
little bath right here. And a mirror.
Let's have a look at myself.
Still not a mind flare yet. Doing okay. We're doing okay.
Despite everything, it's still you. Undertale starts playing in the background.
Right. Luna Rose, good to see you in the chat. How you feeling today?
Hello. More Gith Yankee notes.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who has the best panties of them all? imagine that would probably be a matter of opinion, but you know what? I'm just
The face appears in the mirror and it just says, Aki, and then fades away.
I'm going to dance away from this before I create anything even more incriminating for myself.
The writing on this torn-out strip of paper is shaky and blotted with tears, making it barely legible. The silence stretches on. I'm all alone. Please, can I hold your hands for just a while? My. This wizard was going cuckoo living all by herself.
Pretty good. Doing pretty good. This is the farthest I've ever been in the game, so I am definitely enjoying, poking around here and finding all the interesting things.
Shed a little light on this corner. There we go.
Oh, sorry. I went to press it too, just as you did, so I put it out.
How dare you?
This is rather nice, though. I like how this looks.
No, it's very fun. No, it's very fun. Playing with mod.
Nice.
No, fair.
I have since I've never played it. I mean, since I hadn't played it until now, I opted not to go with any mods. But maybe later, maybe after I've played it through normally once, then I'll do the mod thing.
Yeah, I was playing through it for the first time with mods, but that was just only mods I added were stuff that would give me extra spells and feats that were. Oh, Luna just subbed to you.
That was awesome of you.
Very nice.
It means a lot. You don't have to do it, and that's why it means a lot to me. Thank you.
No, you have to. I'm telling you. This is a threat. Subscribe to Lace channel. I'm in your walls. If you don't, I will scream at you. You will not you will not be able to sleep.
I remember Yoko Taro said something similar. Like someone asked him a question about his fans, or they asked him a question that was honestly weird, and his response was to out-weird the question. Like he told this elaborate little short story that ultimately was just about how he basically was it was something about how he secretly stalks his fans, and he's actually standing behind you right now, and something like that. It was clever in the moment. Like I read it and I was like, you know what? Only he could get away with this.
Going up.
There seems to be someone here.
Oh.
New sounds to dampen dark oppression break. Is it the foe?
You know these words. They are from the opening stanza of a play you found in this
here we go.
tower.
Oh, should have read the play.
No, it's fine. Give me a second here. Are you a really big D&D fan? I mean, I've only ever played 5th edition, but I find myself rather taken with D&D as a setting and whatnot.
I myself am not super big on it. I know of it. I've dabbled in it a little bit, but it's never really been my thing.
That could be something fun to do someday. Have Lace partake in a D&D campaign, like an actual one, even maybe a brief one or something. But well, let's see. Probably, or art thou friend, a rescue from my lonely wake. It's probably the answer, since none of the other stuff.
Yeah, I feel like that's one. Let me see.
Come out of love for me, not love for blood and steel. Come on as you see fit, my lord, my liege.
Let's see.
Could it be the how can I trust? How will I ever know? Oh, it's true.
No, I don't think it's literally just telling you, give me your orders, and those are all lines from the plays.
Oh, okay.
Let's try this one.
Of course, my love. Don't be afraid, sweet girl. What can I do? Would you like a hug?
With those hands, no.
Wait. You're gonna really turn down the hug?
Do I really want a hug from the robot that I found in the Underdark sneaking around a tower full of... Okay, fine.
Come here. For just a moment.
Don't crush me, please. Don't crush me, please. Don't
His
crush me,
arms are
please.
too tight and too low for a comfortable hug, as if he's meant to be embracing someone slightly shorter.
Remember, you are loved little so much. You're doing great. And everyone will be so proud of you. I already am.
And she was so lonely, she built a therapy protocol in her robot.
I get it. No, I get it. That's kind of interesting. Fun fact: that robot has that feature because owner died alone. You know what? Actually, funny story that there was not too many years ago. There was a test rollout of robots in hospitals to comfort people who had like no living relatives or no like people who effectively would have been dying alone. There was this test run of robots that were there to comfort people in their final hours. And it was, while it sounded like it was fine, ultimately they did away with it because it seemed to it had the opposite effect and made people even sadder.
Yeah.
I think the idea is cool, but I can also understand why it wouldn't work.
Yeah. It'd have to be a really good robot for that to work.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely wasn't meant to like mimic, a human. I remember one of them just clearly told the person that, I'm here because no one else is here, or it's something along those lines. They were just like, hey, I know you don't have long, and I know no one else is here, but at least I'm here for you. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's good. That also kind of reminds the person that they are dying alone. So very alone. So very alone. Anyways, I'm
Yeah.
going to pull this lever and see what happens.
Oh, I think I know what that's for, actually.
Says if you break that stool to your left, it's a good club, too, for a perfect strength build. I have a strength build. What chair?
What? Stool to your left. What?
To my left? I didn't... Where?
Are you actually being for real, or are you just being silly right now?
Oh, by the desk's left side of the room. Oh. No, that's not a desk.
Desk.
Oh, over here. This stool? Can't use. How would I break it? Oh, you have to throw it. Oh.
I feel like this might be a trap. I'm not saying I know for sure. Well, I think we're
Spanish. Nothing happened. I didn't throw it too far away, did I?
I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, nothing. Was I supposed to throw it at something, or did I just get the item?
Okay, this isn't me trying to throw anybody. My spidey sense is telling me that was supposed to piss off. My spidey sense is telling me that was supposed to piss off the constructs and get us into a fight.
Oh, it's an animated armor.
Should be a club
And
of
it does
hill
not
giant
look cool.
strength when wielding gives plus 20. What? What? From breaking
Did I
this
throw it
random
close to the
stool.
wall or something, and it's not like. Oh, because I don't see anything now.
I'm not saying that. I mean, I could imagine that being there being a silly little Easter egg from something or another, but just breaking a random stool and having.
I feel like I missed something there.
I feel like my leg is being pulled right now.
Oh, there's stairs here.
Ooh. Door.
Maybe it's this school?
Oh, I was up there earlier.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, if I remember correctly, I believe that lever you pulled opens a secret door down towards the bottom.
Ooh. All the way at the bottom, or?
Yeah.
Oh. We have to go down one by one, don't we? This is actually kind of a cool tower, I have to admit.
Yeah. Let's see. I believe. Yes. Yes, it is. Go.
I used it on a ranger build for a good bow. You know, I'm playing another campaign simultaneously with this one. I'll check it out again. I'll try to do the thing again and see if it actually works.
Well, if it was gonna
I
work,
wonder if
would
it's
it
like a
work?
RNG thing.
That's what I'm wondering. Why would throw? Wait, use it for a good bow. What is it? Oh yeah, there's that one magic bow that makes it so that it deals extra damage based on your strength as well, not just your dexterity.
Oh.
But why would throwing a random stool in the wizard's tower give you a club that gives you a strength boost or what have you? That's just the part that confuses me.
I don't know.
Something just isn't adding up to me, is what I'm getting at.
Wait, did you go in the...
I went back towards where we came in. There was this, what looked like a doorway.
Oh yeah, I'm here at the door with you. I didn't know if you went in or... Okay, yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Let's see.
Wait, this isn't where we came in.
No, but if we go back through that door, that'll lead back towards where we came in from around back, where we found the Susur plumes. Elminster said Naloth was a wonder to behold when it floated in Faerun's sky. He was surely right. This Netherese enclave was once a jewel in the empire of magic, towers that pierced the heavens. And yet it fell, just as all Netherese enclaves did, crashing down when Karsus's folly ripped magic from the world. But even after it collapsed into the sea, its ruins still held a strange, twisted beauty. I traveled here from Halrua, when I heard the sea had retreated from the ruins of Naloth were visible once again. Alas, I was not the first. Looters have stripped the Enclave of its material wealth, destroying much of its esoteric riches in the process. I found arcane books used to make campfires, their magic lost now to the ages.
Ouch.
I have met some Shadowvar here whose interests align with mine. We have agreed to search the ruins together. I'm grateful for these allies. The ruins are mostly filled with thick-skulled adventurers, but I cannot shake the feeling that someone is watching us, waiting to see what we uncover.
I picked up 3 tongues of madness.
Oh,
and upon doing so, I thought I should call her.
No, don't do it. Don't text her back. I don't care how horny you are, Lace. Don't text her.
Let's see. This is Disorders of the... whoops, I took it. Hang on. Let me find that thing again.
Oh, I took it.
Read it.
It's that one I read about the guy with the book. Oh, here we go.
Curious book. This book feels light in your hands and strangely hollow.
A wine bottle.
Oh, there was
taste,
Ifbank in the book. Somebody's hiding booze in a book.
Bit of a drinking problem.
Hearst's diary. Hello. Oh, her name was Lenore de Hearst, apparently.
I should call her.
Crisp cursive fills the pages of the diary, detailing the daily struggles of of a cleric of Mystra studying the magical properties of the Underdark. The last entry dates back about 10 years. Who would have thought 3 years ago that I would start a diary, not a research journal, but a real diary? I guess when every soul is more like to kill you than converse with you, talking to a book starts making sense. And who would have thought 3 years ago that I would be called back to Baldur's Gate to confer with the other clerics of Mystra, right at the apex of my studies? I have all the pieces, but I have barely started my treatise. No matter, I will take my ring with me to show them a glimpse of the possibilities. I will leave you my dear book here, together with all the rest of my research, waiting to be finished. I should be back before next chess. Spelt with one S. I think that's like a month. I forget. Faerun has its own calendars. I don't ever pay attention to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, LDH, Lenore DeHurst. So apparently, so apparently she's been gone for about 10 years.
Oh wow.
Also, I got a magic.
She isn't coming back to.
Also, I found a magic ring that the wearer can't be electrocuted, and they get resistance to lightning damage. I am, of course, going to give this to Karlach because, so when she rages, she resists all physical damage. She's a tiefling, so she resists fire damage. With this ring, she'll also resist lightning damage. And with those boots that we stole from the gift, she also resists acid damage.
Wow.
Yeah, so Karlach
is gonna make her super resistant then, huh?
Yeah, well, normally, if I'd chosen the bear type instead of the wolf, when she rages, she'd be resistant to all but psychic damage. But I chose the wolf one, so that way when she rages, we get advantage on anybody that she's within melee range of while fighting.
Scroll of Slow.
Oh,
and
wait,
Journey
it was
through the Jungle.
moved behind the automated armor on the top floor. Okay, so, we'll get to that in a second then. But yeah, there we go. But yeah, since we've got the... What's also fun, when you mod in, there's a tiefling specific feat called Infernal Constitution. It gives them a +1 to their Constitution score, but it also grants them resistance to cold damage and I believe necrotic damage. So if I had that, I could get I would give that to her as well. And yeah, I mean that's most of the damage types right there.
I just picked up Scroll of Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Ah, yeah, that's a fun one. It's a single target spell. Basically, you cast it on somebody, and if they fail the save, they fall on the floor and start laughing, and they can't do anything else until they pass the save.
Oh, I've seen that. I didn't know that's what the scroll was called. I have seen that before. Interesting.
Innately, as it's written in D&D, it's cold and... Oh, poison. Sorry, not necrotic. I misremembered. No, you're right. I misremembered. It was poison, not necrotic. That's what it was. Which, yeah, an advantage against being poisoned, which is really good.
I'll go back up and try to get it then. Okay, so I guess the stool that can be thrown and broken was moved.
I guess that changed in an update.
Yeah.
Also, oh, hey, look, there's a shortcut to the top floor.
Oh, that's convenient. Well, no time like the present to test the thing.
Going up.
Now that
behind the automated armor on the top.
Is it this one? This stool? Yeah, Stool of Hill Giant Strength. Okay. And it won't anger them if I throw it, right?
I mean, the other one didn't.
I threw the other one right in front of him and nothing happened.
Huh. Alright, pick it up. Pick it up. Alright, chuck it.
I cast Yeetus Deletus on this chair.
That chair leg could make for a fine weapon.
Let me take a look at that real quick. Hold I grabbed it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so yeah, it's just a club. Does a D4 damage. But when you have it equipped, it increases your strength to 19.
Oh, wow.
All right,
Wait,
so
what's mine at?
if you use that, Lace, you're not going to be able to use your polearm stuff.
Well, yeah, I prefer my polearm.
Let's see. Did I?
I chose the spear life, and it chose me.
Hold up. You know what? I know what we'll do. Just for shits and giggles. You know what'd be really funny?
What?
Let's give it to Gale.
Can he use it?
Yeah, it's a club. Everyone can use a club.
Ah, okay. Okay, no, that's fine. It's a good offhand with a dagger.
Yeah, because it's a light weapon. Yeah, I'm holding it right now. Now his strength is 19. Oh, you know what this would be fantastic for?
What?
If I was playing my muscle wizard.
I was thinking that.
Think about that. I put on the headband of intellect, boosts up my intelligence to 17. I equip the club, which would boost my strength to 19, and then I can just pump all of my other stats into all of my stat points into dexterity, constitution, wisdom, and charisma. Or heck, what is it? No, if I also wear those magic gloves that boost my dexterity to 18. Oh my goodness gracious. Then I could just pump everything into constitution, wisdom, and charisma. I just become the ultimate unstoppable wizard. Oh, that would be so fucking great. Oh man, it really makes me wish we had access to Booming Blade. Because it's a cantrip that we don't have it because somebody modded it in, but it's a cantrip where you make a weapon attack, and if you hit, well, at low levels it doesn't do extra damage, but at higher levels it'll do extra damage, thunder damage, and if the opponent moves, they'll take even more damage.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah. Just have Gale over here smacking people around. Oh, that's hilarious.
He too can cast Yeetus Deletus.
That's all right. Let's see, I can't think of anyone else that it would be more beneficial to at the moment. That is good. Just because, I mean, having your strength set to 19 is great. However, you are restricted to using just a club, which is only a D4 damage.
Yeah.
That is kind of the downside, but alright, it is nice to know that that's there. Huh. Well, okay. I think we've more or less solved the wizard's tower.
Nice.
I guess let's just make our way down to the front entrance. Here we go.
Floors down, was it?
Right away.
Yeah, get this one.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, over here. Alright, let me just
Still
lock
alive.
real quick.
So that's progress.
There we go. 15 on the die. Oh, wait, there was a lever right here I could have used. Oh well. More fun this way.
Yeah.
One day I'll catch a break.
Alright, let's grab some loot from over here.
Oh yeah, we can go through this area without worry now.
Mm-hmm.
It's locked.
Oh,
Let it to me.
Wait, where's... Oh, there's Wojtek.
Let's get going.
Dearest Tier, I don't know if you're coming back, if you'll even read this message, but if you do come back, could you wait for me? I'll only be the thought of coming back to this empty tower with nothing but Bernard to fill these halls. I don't know how much longer I can take this. I miss you. I miss you so much. I can't shake the thought of how different things might have been if only I'd been less stubborn. Working on your lightning inventions, my magic, eating together, laughing at your stupid puns, waking up next to you. Despite everything, I still love you. So please, if you read this, can you wait? I'll be back. I won't be long. Forever yours, Lenore. Few sentences are penned below in a different hand. I waited. I waited until Tarsak. I'll always wait for you, but you didn't come. Wow, that's sad.
Tarsak. I believe that's another month. Yeah, so odds are, whoever this was, either they're still up in Baldur's Gate, or they never came back, because something got them.
It truly is sad. Oh!
Wonder what's past this.
Campfire.
1 second, let me... What do we got? Oh, Skybreaker Hammer. It's a light hammer that lets you cast Searing Smite. Presumably it's a day.
Oh.
Let's see. It's a D4, so it's like a club. Alright, I'll just send it to camp for now. We can probably sell that later. I don't think any of us would have any real use for it.
Very well.
You sure love their blunt objects around here. I mean, nothing beats the classics, right? You can cast all the magic in the world, but if something needs to be crushed with a giant piece of wood, crush it with a giant piece of wood.
Hey, as the to quote the title of a book written by Adam Savage of Mythbusters fame, every tool is a hammer if you're creative enough.
This is... I hate how true this is. I'm not saying there were times I used a pipe wrench as a hammer, but you know, in the absence of being able to, in the absence of or being unable to reach a hammer, I got the job done. No further explanation is required.
Let's see. Okay, so there's a couple directions we can go. We can either go down to this creepy-looking little, I'll call it a little port.
We can go down here? Oh yeah, we can jump across.
Also, I want to say there was another direction we could also go. Yeah, back towards the beginning where we came from. If we climb back up a little bit, if we move a bit towards the front entrance, this was one way. I believe if we went around a little bit, we could also. Okay, here, open up the map for a second.
Let's see.
Okay, so you see where we are, and you see the Arcane Tower was to our left on the map.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you look to where we are currently, if we go back up a little bit, I believe there's a way that we could go a little bit to the north in that sort of orangish yellow area. And if not, we could, if we went back towards the Selunite outpost, there's also a little area just past beyond the front entrance we could also potentially explore. So
we're pretty close to that adamantine forge, and that's what that one guy who was petrified was looking for. I'm curious what's going on there. We have his stuff to be able to access it. It's not like he needs it anymore.
Well, I mean, we're gonna have to keep looking. Like I said, there's a couple. Do we want to go to the northwest or do we want to go northeast? I guess is what I'm asking.
I vote northwest.
All right, Port Town it is. Lead the way.
Can I jump across this? can indeed. Can I jump across the safe?
I can.
That's the.
Looks
I did.
abandoned.
Decrepit village. Hmm.
Yeah, no, I'd say that's a pretty good descriptor.
Yeah, it seems to be. Well, wait, I know where this is. We've been here? Question mark.
Well, you've been here. We just
Oh.
we just got here.
Good point. Oh, there's a gold necklace up there. Hang on. Did it not fall? Oh, do I have to jump down and... Okay, alright, I see what to do. Can I make that jump, though, without getting hurt? That is the question.
What's that?
Yes, I can.
Good job, Lace.
Thank you. I tried my best.
Also,
And my reward is a gold necklace.
ooh, a bunch of arrows and such. All right. I'll take those, as well as a little bit of antidote. See a guy over there.
Over where? Oh, yeah.
Novice
I
Garm.
have been here in the other campaign.
It's a
This is where I saw the
Dwergar.
laughter thing for the first time.
It's a Dwergar. And he's standing over a dead deep gnome. Yeah, so Dwergar, they're like the dwarven equivalent of Drow. So the thing with the Dwergar specifically, so whereas I told you the backstory of the Drow, right? About how Lolth, one of the elvish gods, tried to stage a coup against Corellon, the head of the elf pantheon, and then they all got banished to the underground. So what happened with Dwergar was this one like city of them ended up digging too deep and hit the Underdark, and they got captured and enslaved by a bunch of mind flayers. And they were basically experimented on and enslaved for generations upon generations until eventually, as with most things that the mind flayers fuck with, they got sick of it and they were able to do an uprising and they broke free, and then they ran off, and so they've been living around. They've run around various places living underground. Sometimes you find them relatively near the surface. Most of the time, no. They're not big fans of sunlight, but yeah. So unlike normal dwarves, they actually are. They've got some weird magic shit about them. They can turn themselves invisible, not like once a day, not at will. They can also magically enlarge themselves or shrink themselves, and also, if I remember correctly, they're also more resilient to like mental stuff, like being charmed and whatnot. So they've got some pretty strong. Yeah, they do have some pretty strong tricks up their sleeves compared to regular dwarves, but actually, you know what's if we lean a bit more into the, I mean, they try. D&D has been leaning a little bit away from this type of lore stuff, but in their initial lore, the idea behind them is they have all of the like industriousness and drive to make shit like normal dwarves do.
Yeah.
However, unlike dwarves, basically they don't really have. They lack the passion behind it, like to create. So like, whereas dwarves, like if they make a hammer, they want to make a hammer that's good, but they also want to make a hammer that looks good too. They want it to look nice and work nice. Yeah, Dwergar, they don't give a shit. They'll just, basically they lack. Yeah, basically they have all of the creative drive, but none of the creative passion. Basically, basically they just do it just to do it, and not in the good way.
How can we get over there?
Probably go
back up the way we came from.
Yeah. So basically, they're basically an entire race of burnt out artists. Except they're not actually burnt out like, you know, like because they're overworked. They're just, that's, you know, that's the idea. Now, obviously, you know, D&D tries to not paint such a large swath over entire, you know, species of races like they used to, you know, because
Yeah.
they're trying to
Breathe quiet. Move with care.
they're trying not to like be like, you know, oh, this race is all like this race is all like that, you know. They're trying to
I get
lean
that.
they're trying to lean away from that a bit, which yeah, no, I mean that's understandable.
I don't know why I'm sneaking through here.
Go.
Where'd you go?
Open up.
Oh, I'm still in this one room. There was some, I noticed some lootable stuff.
Carefully now.
Now where to?
Don't waste a step.
Well, over here. Let's see, there's more Dwergar over there. Some dead bodies.
Uh-oh.
There's a guy over there, he's got a name. Lurgan.
What's his story?
He's lurgan in the shadows.
Where is he?
Oh, he was to our left.
Oh, whoops, my bad.
I just went over here to inspect these dead bodies for loot.
Curious, what's up here? Oh wait, this is
Crooked Wand of Fireballs. Use an action to cast Fireball from this broken wand. All very nearby creatures must make a dexterity saving throw or oh god. The metal of this wand is dented all along its... Yeah, so it's a wand of fireballs, but it was broken, so basically when you use it, you explode.
Oh jeez.
That's what probably killed the gnome and these Dwergar. So homie was like, ha ha ha! And then just exploded. Hey, Gale. So this guy also basically was a bomb. Except not quite as strong as yours.
Right, if you will pardon me for just a moment, all those hydrate redeems are catching up to me. I have to pee now.
Actually, we've been at this for 3 hours. Want to take a little break of Rooney and
Yes.
let's do that.
That would be
All right, we'll have BRB, everybody.
All right.
Yep. I got an ad break coming up anyway, so.
If you
on your mind? Oh, honey, I see the signs. The sighs that you sigh, past highway signs. The weight of the world, girl, you wanna fly by and by. I will follow you there.
Go. Restarted without me, I see. No.
Let's go just a little bit longer. I want to try to eat dinner before I go to work tonight.
Sure. All right. So, I noticed.
Normally I'd wait till I get there, but I actually am like super hungry.
No, that's fair.
So it's fine.
So let's see.
What's over here?
There's appears to be a ladder.
Oh.
Or we could go try and talk to the Dwergar.
Will they actually talk to us, or are they just going to attack us?
I mean, a lot of things seem to be... A lot of things that normally might not... Well, I don't know. It's possible. Worst case scenario, we get into a fight.
In the other campaign, yeah, we got into a fight here, but we also had no idea what was waiting for us, so... is there a safe
Are you
way
sure you
down?
didn't shoot one of them first?
No, I just kind of ran forward. They saw me and was just like, hey.
Where are you headed?
I don't actually know. I'm trying to go down. Oh, yeah, here's a this will take us down right to the middle. Where's that guy? Where was the one that we saw? I saw him from the other pier. Yeah, he was over here. Now he's not.
What do you mean? There's a guy right here.
Where?
And there was another guy wandering around. I don't know where he went. He wandered off somewhere.
It was like a shirtless one down here.
Yeah, he's wandered off somewhere.
Oh. Oh. Well, that might be a problem. He looked like the one to talk to. Well, there's a guy in this shack? Question mark?
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Perception failed. For what?
Question.
Prime
You
spot for an
can't
ambush.
see me here.
Oh, the prime spot for an ambush.
Do I just step
All of
into
it.
view, or?
I don't know. Do we want to try talking to them, or?
I can try. What's up with him? Why is he shaking?
What? Gek! Got someone sneaking up on us.
Palms up in peace. Alright. Stay your hand, sir.
What's this? You move pretty quietly. Not quietly enough for my liking, though. Noise gets you eaten down here. Reckon I'll hush you.
Oh, he's wearing one of the, he's wearing one of those amulets.
His fist
Of the
grips an
Absolute.
axe. On his gnarled grey skin, you see the Absolute's brand.
Oh, he's got the thing.
Oh! You've got the brand. Remember? We got branded by Marks of the Absolute.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Here on official True Soul business.
Burning those into just anyone now, are they? Every army needs grunts to run in and die first. Even the Absolutes. But spoil my hunt, and you're dead.
Well, aren't you just pleasant?
Share? You really are in the wrong place, sun scum. Try this for useful. Falling down a deep, dark hole is the kindest death you'll find in the
So
Underdark.
yeah, you know how dwarves tend to be very, stubborn and irritable?
Yeah.
Yeah, so take all of the worst traits of dwarves and amplify them, and that's generally the Dwargar.
Well, they seem like fun.
Told you, hunting. Slave ran away, took Sergeant Thrin's boots. Gotta kill the slave and fetch back the leather. or the bosses in Moonrise will have Frinn's hide.
Would you really kill someone for a pair of boots?
Sergeant told me to. Besides, we're talking about a slave.
Your problems are your own. I'm leaving.
Maybe we could. Do keep in mind, we're allowed to lie. Not all lies require a deception check.
Help? You don't even know what you'd be up against. Slave's got herself some protection. Hiding up there in a myconid circle. Can't get past those rot flowers.
Oh, yeah.
They'll get in your head.
They're fun.
Make you see things.
Uh-oh.
Half my squad jumped off a
They're
cliff,
mushroom people.
laughing. I'll wait here. She'll make a run for it eventually. Then I'll get her.
Sounds to me like he's scared. I don't work for free. Like, I don't work for free, though. Like, for real.
You're either brave or stupid to be worried about your purse in these parts. Get those boots. Then we can talk rewards.
Sergeant.
She's with the rest of our expedition across the lake. Special mission for the Absolute.
Can I cross the lake?
Deep gnome slave. They all look the same. But this one's got fancy boots.
Okay. So, they're not going to attack us. That's cool.
They work for the Absolute.
And technically, so do we.
Because they don't know. They think we work for them.
Right. Hey, where's everybody else?
I'm right here. What are you talking about? I'm by where you were talking. Yeah, no, we're over here.
I started to climb down further into the camp.
Well, missing boots are a bit more to the northeast.
Oh. All right, are we going northeast then?
Well, apparently that's where this runaway is located.
Let's do it. As long as nothing eats us. Or kills us, then eats us. Like that guy.
Ah, come over here. This is a myconid.
Oh, the plant people. Right. That's okay. I remember now.
So, myconids are mushrooms that they're fungus. What they do is they put their spores onto a dead body, and then that dead body becomes a new myconid.
Fun. Creepy, but fun.
Oh, fungal spores. Refreshing.
Which way?
Oh, there's purple spores up the hill.
Oh.
None of us know what it is, apparently.
Oh. Tell me I'm not imagining that voice.
They are coming. You are coming.
I mean, let's buy me dinner first, but what? Is it okay to...
So the thing about myconids...
This is where the myconid, like, people are.
Yeah. So you ran into them?
Yeah, in the other playthrough, we came in from this way. You know what? Okay, I remember why we ended up fighting them
You are swallowed by a chorus of turbulent music.
Where is
Through
everybody?
one creature sing many voices. The harmony of
Oh
an
wait, no, they're up
entire
even higher.
collective.
Sovereign.
Yeah, the reason we ended up fighting them is we brought someone with us who was like opposed to him.
Who was that?
The choir fades. A single melody rises above
He kind of
the
looked like
others,
them, but he wasn't
brassy
like
and commanding.
How do I say it? He
am
wasn't
sovereign.
Myconid, but he wasn't like
You see a
from
vision.
this.
Your lifeless body wrapped in
Group?
fungal tendrils. The sovereign is threatening you.
State your purpose.
Oh, okay. Let's try insight.
Why dost thou threaten me, sir? I've done nothing against you.
Well, considering there's Wergar about,
You detect a distinct quiver in every note. These creatures have experienced recent tragedy.
yeah, some bad shit happened to them, so they're nervous.
I see.
I sense your fear. I've come to aid you.
Fungal roots weave through your mind, seeking your true intent. Then the sovereign drones a new melody, cautious but welcoming.
Descend to me. Let us speak in flesh.
The persistent music coaxes you
Said,
forward.
like,
The
they're up higher.
sovereign expects you.
Unless I'm wrong.
Maybe they mean like descend further into the colony, like in a figurative sense.
I get that. Really? Oh, I guess I will let you take lead on this one because I guess.
I think.
We know where
I
they
think
are.
we go up here.
We can. Oh. That's
yeah.
actually kind of cool. I didn't think we could climb on that.
Ebon Lake Grotto.
Oh, here they are. Can we just...
Nice. Okay, see this thing?
Which thing?
That big thing with the claws.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's a hook horror. Well, it was a hook horror.
Oh.
That's the thing that lives down here. It's a big, like, velociraptor with a bird beak and claws and hooks for hands. It's a big, nasty fucker.
That's...
But the Myconids apparently must have killed one and
nightmarish.
must have killed one and took its body.
Yeah, just a little nightmarish, but also kind of cool.
Oh, hey, look.
It's a...
I want to say that's a dwarf. Gareth Bone.
Seems the shrooms are letting in more people every day. You see a fella on his own on your way in. Dwarf. Balin's his name.
No.
Can you describe it?
Bald, blue tunic, dumb as a stick.
Haven't seen him.
Right. Never mind.
Need help finding him?
Knock yourself out. But don't come begging for coin if you find him. You try to ransom him to me, you'll find yourself skint and stuck with a fat old lout.
Literally.
Sounds pleasant.
You try and ransom him to me, I'll freaking smack you.
My useless husband.
Oh.
Sent him for an errand. It's no surprise he's made a mess of it.
I mean, we are in the Underdark, so. Hold on, what
the last husband we tried to find, that didn't end very well.
Let's see. Breastplate armor. I'm just taking a look at what she's got. Longbow, short bow.
Oh, she has a... Oh!
Yeah, she's a merchant.
Cool, cool.
Let's see. Corrosive flail. You miss, you always deal when bludgeoning anyway. Elixir of seeing visibility. Okay, oil sharpens out. Nice. Let's see. weapon attacks do extra 2 acid damage. Let's see. This one's studded leather. This one's splint. This one's scale mail. Let's see. Ring of jumping. Herbalist gloves. If the wearer heals a poisoned creature, it is no longer okay, so you also. It's not bad, but that feels very niche. Basically, yeah, so if you like heal somebody that's being poisoned and you are also poisoned, you also get that, but again, it's not bad. However, that seems just very niche. Ooh, Amulet of Restoration lets you cast Healing Word and Mass Healing. That's not bad.
Yeah, that does sound pretty good.
See some color dyes, a bunch of materials, a smoke powder bomb. An amulet. Nice, as well as a couple of these potions. Alright, well, we'll be back later.
Reckon it might be enough to cover rent.
Okay. Well.
Oh.
The haste spores. Ah. Found the halflet, or found the I found the what's her name?
Oh, the lady we're supposed to track down?
Yeah, the runaway deep gnome with the with the boots. Hang on 1 second. I have just
Are
a
those
thing for
boots
this.
as nice as advertised, or?
Second, where? Ah.
Those boots aren't
There we go. No more poison.
What? Pain's fading.
What?
Either I'm finally dead or you healed me. Why?
Oh yeah, because I'm also a gnome.
Yeah.
We're kin. If we don't help one another, who will? Because I'm also a gnome.
I like that that's an option.
You're right. Got my own kin need helping as soon as I'm on my feet. I thank you for your help, but I gotta get moving. Oh, Carl's garters. Oh, I don't have time for this. My kin need me.
Take it easy and tell me what I can do. Hey, Poi, how you doing?
Seems you're the helping kind. All right. I need you to rescue
What's the
my
latest
kin.
and greatest with you?
Not charity, mind. We can pay. We're Iron Hand Clan. Best artificers in Baldur's Gate. We were on an expedition down here when the Dwergar snatched us up. I got away, but not the others. The Greys have them digging out some old ruin across the lake.
What was this expedition your clan was on? Bit occupied with university work. Very understandable. Yeah, no, it's February. We're fresh. We're a month into the current semester, so a lot of that going on.
Just mining for materials. Nothing unusual.
The briefest hesitation, but enough. She's lying.
But our work pays well. Help my clan, and we'll make it worth your while. I swear.
Oh dear.
Can we pass a persuasion check?
-2. was hoping that I wouldn't be forced into a conversation straight away. I don't know how good of a... Well, fuck it. We ball.
I believe. I believe.
You know what? Scroll of Charm person. Let's do it. Oh my god, a double nat 20!
Way! No way! Come on! That's...
You know what the odds of that
awesome.
are? 1 in 400. There's a 1 in 400 of rolling the exact same number twice on a d20. That is hilarious. RNG
Wow.
said succeed.
I
Fine.
can't even.
It's complicated, but my clan has trouble back in the city. A blood feud.
Oh.
We were searching for something to turn the tide. That's all I
Uh-oh.
can say. But it's worth a lot to us. Understand?
No, I don't understand. Enough evasion and explain it.
Look, you've done me a good turn and you deserve the truth. But that's as much of it as I can tell, I swear it. If you need to go your own way, I respect that, but still, I'm asking.
Yeah, I'll go help them.
Alright.
They are
Thank
being
you.
enslaved.
Only wish I could go with you. But here. I nabbed these boots from the Greys when I ran. I'll feel better knowing you're using them to kick some Dweger ass. I'll mark where I made my escape, and wait here, I suppose. Not much choice, eh?
We could take
Boots
those
of
back to
speed.
the guy, or we could use them.
Let's see. Boots of speed. If I remember correctly... Yes. Okay. So the boots of speed, you turn them on as a bonus action, and it doubles your movement speed. And enemies have disadvantage on opportunity attacks against you while you're wearing it.
Nice.
Let's see. God, we could make.
I imagine
God,
we're
we could just
probably
make you
not
even.
returning those boots.
God, we could just make you even speedier.
I'm
Just-
okay with that.
just
I'm
turn-
very okay with that.
Because right now, cause yeah, 35, 45, yeah, 55. So you'd be your speed, your ground speed would be 110 feet without dashing.
Is it these, the speedy light feet?
No, the boots of speed. That's the speedy light feet are what you're currently wearing.
Oh, right. I don't see. Oh, wait, you've still got them. Okay.
Yeah, we'll deal with that in a second here. Ah. Hang on 1 second. Before we continue, let me... Where... Get... Ah, here we go. So, that on... And let me take this ring off. Charisma isn't complete dog shit. Yeah, right over here, Sovereign Spa. That's the this is the guy we need to talk to.
What is the creature doing to those corpses?
Oh, he's making more myconids. Here, you want to try talking to him? Actually, wait, before you do that, hold up.
I went too far forward.
No, it's fine. Bam! There we go. You've got bonuses if you try and make a
Sovereign's
check.
thick fingers stroke the corpse at its feet. A droning melody greets you as the creature turns its gaze to you.
Flesh talker.
I know that guy.
I show you a memory. Watch and listen.
A violent vision grips you. Dweger, dark dwarves chopping myconid remains.
They
broke our peace. They killed our young.
The Sovereign's song slows to the pace of a dirge. It is still in mourning.
We laid waste to many, but intruders remain. Lakewood.
The Sovereign's song halts as it measures your worth.
I sense your resolve. You will find Dwergar
Villains.
invaders near Lake's Edge.
Let's see.
Cleanse the
Why did
rot.
they attack?
Deep purples swirl into familiar shapes. Gnomes in mining gear, chased by Dwergar.
The Dwergar seek a gnome. It is a guest.
Yeah, so fun fact about myconids, the way that they communicate is psychically through the spores that we've been inhaling. Remember that purple stuff we walked into?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
how they communicate with us.
Yeah, so when we breathe in the spores, it lets them some of it gets into our system and it enables them to
The Sovereign says nothing,
telepathically
but you hear
communicate.
appreciation in its song.
I can handle those guys.
An illusion comes over you. A Dwergar choking on a cloud of gleaming dust.
Accept this gift. It will help you exterminate.
They're giving us a spore bomb? Cool.
The Sovereign gifts you one more vision. A wall of vines parting to
Oh.
reveal glowing light.
Riches of magic and mind.
Oh! Remember that door we couldn't open?
And they are yours.
Is that the one?
It might be.
Do the circle a service.
Maybe. Unless it's something else. No, wait, no. It is something else. No, that's just...
Oh.
They've got a secret vault in the town that they control.
Oh, okay. Haste spore grenade. Cool. Cool. Before we proceed to go back and take out those guys, I'd like to wrap up here so I can...
Yep. Oh, hey, look. They just turned one of the corpses into a myconid. Look. Yeah, look.
Oh, it just literally just gets up and starts walking.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's alive now, so...
Mm-hmm.
They are oddly cute.
All right.
Still mildly terrifying, but kind of cute.
All right, let me save real quick. There we go. All right, let's see. Who's out and about stuff right now? Oh, I see Ray is on right now.
Yep, he's doing the PSO2 thing.
Want to give her a real quick Ray to Marooney?
Sure.
All right.
Type in yield command. There we go.
Let's see. What should we make? What would make for a fun raid message? Okay, wait. Did you ever watch Avatar? Did you ever watch Avatar: The Last Airbender?
No, I never got a chance to.
There's this one part where they're in a desert, and one of the characters winds up drinking cactus juice that ends up being hallucinogenic. And I forget what it was, but there's something happens that causes it looks like it causes a mushroom cloud. It's not a nuke, mind you. But there's something that happens, I forget what it was, but it causes a big old mushroom cloud to appear. And while the one guy's tripping balls, he's just like, friendly mushroom. Giant friendly mushroom. That can be our,
Is that gonna be it? Giant friendly mushroom?
giant
Okay.
friendly mushroom raid.
Alright. Let me know when... I've got the raid command typed in. Let me know when to hit it.
Yep. 1 second here. Let me start up the raid there. I like to preempt sometimes I get weird issues when I try and copy paste raid messages after copying them, and then like moving forward. I don't know. If I go into the thing preemptively and then I paste it in there separately, it seems to work. Sometimes it gets weird and it doesn't display my emotes properly. But alright, there we go. Alright. Thank you very much, everybody. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
and
always a pleasure.
Yeah. We will absolutely catch you guys later. And well, yeah, I mean, I can't really think of anything else off the top of my head here. It's been very fun, and yeah, no.
Of course,
it's always fun when mushrooms
I'll be
are
back
involved.
tomorrow for CS as well.
Yeah, I think maybe either Monday or Thursday. I think I'll stream, but I think I'm only going to stream one day next week. I mean, aside from our usual Saturday. I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like just
no
lightening
problem.
my load a little bit at the moment. So, anywho, not much time left. So,
No, I feel that. I would. It would be smart of me to do the same.
well, all right. We will catch you guys on the flip side, and as Lace always likes to say, keep it level.